Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having an absolutely wonderful day so far. And, let's jump right back into this. Let's not actually start a new save. Let's jump right back into this. We left off, and our next step was we needed to head into Baur's Reach. I believe. What were the controls? That was the controls for Ori. Okay. Yeah, if memory serves, our next spot we needed to stop by was Baur's Reach, but I was having a hard time figuring out how to actually get up there. So let's see if we can figure that out, because it's right up here. It's right here, but I was having a hard time figuring out how to actually clear the area, because it's a little bit frozen. It's a little bit frozen up there, which does make it tricky. Just a little bit. Just a little bit tricky. But fresh set of eyes today, so hopefully that helps us actually make some progress. There's also the little upgrade ability that was down near the marsh or the dark area down below. That was not the right button. That was also not the right button. What's the button for? It's one of the problems with playing multiple games is I always forget which controls go to which games. There we go. I always tend to forget which controls go to what games sometimes. And it takes me a set of controls I have to use. There we go. There we go. This does not feel like the right path. No, this is the right way. I'm just misremembering things. I did not remember this pathway being here on the way over to Baur's Reach. Which does make it a little bit trickier to actually traverse. Okay, there we go. Heal up, and then we can... Because I know bears were just hanging out here. Is my internet still having issues today? I just saw it, like, out of the corner of my eye in OBS, because I can't get through that path. Yeah, I can't get through this path quite yet. But I can at least try. Because, yeah, I can clear my way over here. Lots of just creatures, but I'm not sure how to actually make it further in the area. It's kind of the trick. Tricky things. There's all these, like, these look like something I can activate, but I'm not sure what the actual trigger is, because it's not the hammer. I know in order to get into this area we need a flap, but it doesn't seem to be flap either. And this appears to be the top. I'm definitely I think I just found what I was missing the entire time. I'm betting I need to push this rock down. That would probably be what I've been missing. Yeah, okay, that's actually progress. Turns out that if you don't just forget that you can push objects around in this game, it does help traverse. Oh, can I? Okay, press B to flap and generate a burst of wind. I was gonna say, can I, like, use a little bit? Yeah, I can do that. I can do it a little bit. But, I need to... Oh, I can get into... My current theory is that I can bash this flame into those trigger points to somehow get it to catch fire. And then... Okay, that worked. That also thawed out the fact that the platform I was standing on was... I feel like I should heal up a little bit. We have a decent amount Yeah, we have a decent amount of just energy, but not nearly as much health, which is partially because we're focusing more on loadout with my various equipped items. Okay, that actually like sends the warmth through a lot of the area. I was kind of expecting it to maybe only be in the area down below. That really does send it. Are these still slippery? Those are not still slippery. They do think I'm food, though. the little creature things do think I'm a food source now. Oh, because those are... Oh, are those like their tongues? Am I seeing that right? It was what? Okay, same button as bash for the grappling hook. The flame. I don't see any like pot of fire that I can use to activate this one up here, though. But that is an interaction I just did not realize was something that the game allowed. It's a little bit creepy looking. Those creatures are a little bit freaky. They are everywhere. Yeah, they are everywhere, apparently. Okay. They do take a second to snap their mouth closed, though. Yeah, press to hold and move. Oh, yeah, there's just a lot of minor difficulties today. I really thought I fixed it last night. After the stream yesterday. Because it's not even like a bandwidth connectivity issue. That is due to something that my ISP, like, just my internet provider just updated things. Yeah, the ones that are still frozen are a little bit easier to deal with. There's an item up there. I will take the map. Okay, what is my internet breaking on today? I know that YouTube's been having issues the last like day or two as well, and I wonder if that's potentially related. The fact that the stream keeps lagging out. Because that is really not great. I just watched it like disconnect. Yeah, that's not good when it keeps... Because it's doing it like constantly right now. And it's not good control over. I'm going to just unplug something real quick from my... The extend... I wonder if it's the network extender I'm using. But let us actually buy the map while that's processing. Well met, wintry wanderer. The frost here in Baur's Reach makes everything so brittle. Have you ever seen a map shatter? Either, before I dropped one just yesterday. The splinters were sharp as glass. Care to purchase a map of these cold... I will always buy a map. Yeah, always buy the map. Okay, it's actually not a terribly large area. It's not actually a terribly huge area. Oh, that's a shortcut, I bet. I bet you this is a shortcut right through here. But we have the map now. We have the map now. I'm also trying to, like, eyeball to make sure I'm not having my internet just completely break on me. But it seems like that might have helped a little bit. Okay, this guy has a shield. Okay, that makes him a little bit harder to fight. Okay, where am I trying to get the fire to? That's actually quite a ways over there. Yeah, that fire's actually quite a ways over. I'm slightly curious on... Oh, shoot. Okay, these... I don't know what they are, but they have a shield and hit quite hard. I'm not sure if there's a better against them. Because, yeah, they are... kind of tough. Yeah, they are actually kind of tough there. Which does not help with fighting them. Oh gosh. They're a little bit scary. They are a little bit... Okay, can I please, like, sneak past them? Or will it just... Or is the game gonna just keep not letting me, like, dodge behind them? Because they're big and they're on the ground. Which makes them kind of hard to get over. It makes them kind of hard to get over without taking, like, getting clipped by their damage. And then front, and they very quickly turn around every time right after I've hit them with the shield. Oh, right. I got slightly concerned there because I forgot that I can dig through the sand. Slightly forgot that I can dig through the sand there. But yeah, it seems like I need to bash it quite a ways over. It seems like I have to bash the upgrade quite a bit, or the fire quite a ways over in order to actually light everything up. Which is somewhat unfortunate. Because I'm guessing that's going to be a little bit tricky. Where does it... What angle does it spit the... Oh, right. I need to bash it in the direction I don't want to go. So if I want it to go up, I need to bash it to the right and then not wind up in the sand. And not wind up in the sand. That would be helpful. Oh, that's actually not too terrible. Okay, that... Oh, I need... Oh, that actually is a lot easier to hit than I thought it was going to be. I do want the ability upgrade from up here, though. But this... I'm really not sure what those creatures are. It's still dying on me. I fixed it yesterday, and it was working just fine after the stream yesterday. Give me 2 seconds to force another reconnection to YouTube servers. Okay, let's see if this helps at all. Yeah, let's see if this helps at all. I just basically forced a reconnection all the way to YouTube's servers. Because there's something going on with my internet provider. Or rather, something with my internet provider or on YouTube's end or somewhere. Somewhere in the network chain that's causing just massive amounts of disconnections. And those really aren't great for the stream quality. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've already been up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already been up here, but I can come back up and... Ooh, okay, I haven't been all the way up at least. Yeah, I haven't been all the way up top at least. Let's see if I can find... Is that something I can get through? That is not something I can get through yet. I do want to get through there because that's a save point. And I very much appreciate save points in this game. Okay, can I climb up a little bit? Yes, I can. Ooh, ore. Got some Gorlick ore. Not garlic ore, Gorlick ore. I can't fight those creatures is part of the challenge here. Though it does look like I need to go up further still. And I think I can at least sort of keep crawling up. I think I can at least sort of keep crawling up. It's one of the red spiders. The red spiders the red spider creatures have that thing where they just like every time they land, they just send a pile of stuff everywhere. Oh, this is not the easiest area ever. I think this is technically a spot that I'm not required to have the ability it's asking for in order to make it up here. Because I can launch through the platforms. Life Force. Deal bonus damage when over half life. You know, that's actually a pretty good... It's actually a pretty good upgrade. There's something over there to the right. There is definitely something over there to the right. Can I stand here? I can stand here. Because there's a lot of spikes in this area. Yeah, there's a lot of spikes just hanging out around this area, which makes it a little bit tricky to get up here. Because I saw something off to the left. Like a path of some sort. Okay. It's like 100 ability points. It's not overly terrible. Though there are spikes everywhere still. Yeah, the spikes here do make it a little bit tricky to get around. Ooh, can I go up further even? Because if I can launch myself like upwards at an angle, I think I can possibly get around that corner. Okay, there's nothing up there except a visual glitch. Uh-oh, big bird. Big bird there. You see that? She's almost majestic when viewed from a safe distance. Shriek began hunting these heights when the wind turned cold. I'm a bit of a wanderer myself, but I don't imagine curiosity spurred that bird to roam the reach. Maybe these frozen wastes are just nicer than what she's leaving behind? Brr. That is slightly creepy. Then again, Shriek in general is just slightly on the creepy side. Hanging out all the way there. Okay, we're back into another frozen area. Yeah, we're back into another frozen area, and there's even more of these guys wandering around. I see where I need to trigger at least. Okay, come on. Come on. I know you want to smush me with your hammer. I would rather I remain unsmushed. Remaining unsmushed is probably ideal. Probably ideal to remain unsmushed by the guy's big hammers there. Oh, if I thought, does it melt out those like little pathways? Okay, there's something all the way up there. Can I get up there though? Okay, I don't know if I can get all the way up yet. Yet, at least. I think that the frozen guy stays there. Okay, I think what I need to do is I need to like launch up and then bash up at a slightly higher point in the path. Okay, there we go. I'm the one I'm not sure about how to grab is the one through the frozen wall off to the right. Because that one, I think I need to thaw it out first. But I think I just need to thaw it out in general. I think that it's technically already there. Okay, so that just sends it all the way down to that platform. That is workable. I can work with that. I can work with it sending it down to that platform now that I know that's where it's actually going to. Oh, thawing it probably does melt out the waterfalls. That would make sense. Okay, then I can jump down here and actually expect it to show up. And then still completely miss. Yeah, I can then still completely miss the bash to actually get it to the trigger point. But I do think that is what we're supposed to do. Is then fall down, wait for it to come down, and then bash it at a slightly better angle. Oh, there's a keystone shard right there as well. Okay, that is slightly creepy. Yeah, that is slightly creepy looking. I'm pretty sure I can then bash this one off to the right. And then sneak over like that. Yeah, there we go. I have some capacity for learning. so some slight capacity to learn where I need to go. I'm guessing that's all 4 keystones we actually need. Okay, that's not actually a secret path. Thought it might have been for a second there. Yeah, it does thaw out the waterfalls. Which is probably why it's giving me all these, like, grappling hook points and stuff just hanging around. Because that still lets me actually get up here. The waterfalls and stuff in this game do look quite nice. There are... Oh, I like how they, like, sense I'm just nearby. Yeah, buying the fact that I don't need to worry about my air meter when swimming was very, very useful. That looks like story progression. Because if I check the map, which is right here, yeah, that looks like an upgrade. Is that finally going to be like portable fire? Is that the upgrade we're getting? It kind of feels like it, at least. Oh, there's an entire building out here. I want to go into the building first. Yeah, I want to see what's inside this building. Okay, nothing on the ceiling, and a rather locked-looking door. That's interesting. That's quite interesting. The game wants me to remember that. I'm not sure if I'm going to remember that by the time I unlock whatever I need. Cause yeah, okay, this does seem to be like it's going to be a like portable flame or fire of some sort. That feels like what I'm getting here. Light burst. Hold LT, assign it to something, and lob an explosive sphere that's great for melting things. Yeah, that would be what I was trying to get. Where is it? It's over here. That is just portable. That really is just portable fire. That's actually kind of useful. The real question is, I can use bash on the light bursts. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, I can launch it up, and then I can bash off of it to get more height. Yeah, there we go. Did I hear about photonic chips? I don't think I did. I know photonic sounds light. It's like a light thing. I don't think I heard about photonic chips. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that is... These guys with the shields are still kind of difficult to actually fight. Because they always turn around and just face wherever I am, which makes it really hard to get behind their shield. I suppose their shield is working as intended. Given shields are kind of intended for, like, evading stuff. Okay, oh, there's nothing up there. Where do I need to go now? Probably past here. There's also a shortcut there and something I missed down at the bottom. Yeah, there's still some items over there. It's an analog computer as a computer component intended to replace the GPU. That's... I'm not sure why we need to replace GPUs, but I will always take more technology to improve them. Because digital GPUs are somewhat electricity and just generally intensive of resources. I need to melt that. Okay, that's what we like to see. Yeah, I think I'll have to look into the photonic chips more, because that feels like it might be nifty and useful. Okay, I can't actually get all the way through there yet, though. So I'm guessing that there's pathways down here that loop back up. That's at least what I'm gonna go ahead and guess is probably the case. Oh, can I break? Can I trigger you to launch something over here so I can launch it over there and break that floor? I can. So I'm starting to figure out how it gets there. Yeah, the GPU's had a physics bottleneck. I have noticed that. Like the last two or three generations of GPU are not notably different on the hardware side, like in hardware capacity side. And it's hard to get them further. So a different architecture for the GPU is pretty cool. Because I know people want them to get better still. Even if they can run a lot of stuff pretty well already. At least it's not constantly causing... The GPUs are pretty good right now, but yeah. Yeah, the guys with the shields are still just so hard to actually fight. Just because they have that shield wherever they're facing. Okay, there we go. They do give me a decent amount of ability points, at least. I think that does help. Okay, I can use it to light torches. I can't... Oh, I can kind of break through the wall on the right. I suppose it makes sense that fire lights things on fire. Oh, that's what I was missing. I'm still missing something off to the left, though. And I'm wondering if I can get whatever it is. Okay, there's something left of the pot. Kind of just looking at the map. Oh, there is an ability upgrade over here. The map is nice. Okay, is there anything down here that I can need? I think I already got whatever item is hanging out down at the bottom. At least. Yeah, I think I already got whatever item's hanging out at the bottom there. Wait, so this button. There we go. Okay, can I... That feels like a spot that I can melt, maybe? No. Really? Okay, maybe I'm just wrong. Yeah, I know I can use Bash to go higher up game. That is one thing that I'm not as much of a fan of in Ori is the tutorials can be a little bit overbearing at times. What is that smell? Could it be spicy marsh clam soup? Oh, thank you. I am saved. Such soup. Is it still more? You found a new quest item. Comfy hat. Excellent for providing shade. The hand-to-hand quest is kind of a long quest, is what I'm realizing. Okay, because I can bash off that, and then there we go. But we are going to make it up there eventually. Okay, because I can slowly... Actually, there's nothing slow about it. I can climb up here. Okay, that appears to have triggered something. Oh, is there a door over here? There is a door. Oh, maybe this isn't a door. I thought that might have been a door. Okay, I don't want to get munched on by whatever the creatures are. they definitely... There's definitely some hungry-looking creatures hanging out down here. Can I melt that with my fire? I can, and I can almost get smushed. That came kind of close to squishing me. But hey, I did not miss that unlockable pathway. It's better than I normally do. Better than I normally do when it comes to secret pathways. Ooh, a life cell fragment is actually very worth it. Yeah, life cell fragments are very much worth it. I do notice that it has something that I'm missing down at the bottom of the wind on the map. I'm guessing I just needed to actually walk into that area to just get it to mark off on the map. Well, there is an upgrade down there. Given I'm trying to 100%-ish the game at some point, finding those little hidden items is actually pretty helpful. Okay, that is just the pathway back to the save point. Gotcha. I don't know a lot about it, but apparently light wave interactions could reliably replace the most intense calculations just through the fact that it's happening IRL. That actually kind of makes sense. just given that a lot of the compute on a GPU does go into just math for lighting related stuff, that kind of makes at least a little bit of sense to me. Okay, I do think I can get up there if I want to. And it looks like I do need to. I'm kind of just trying to explore the blank areas on the map, since that seems to be a generally effective strategy in this game. Okay, because I can have them snap shut, which gives me... I can have them snap shut, which gives me a chance to throw out a light burst, except I slightly misaimed my light burst there. Okay, that... I need to charge the light burst if I want to... Yeah, I need to have a charged light burst if I want it to let me actually get up there. Okay, or I can just come at it from a different angle. Because I don't want to just leave random single ability points sitting around. But yeah. Can I sneak below it? I can, sort of. I'm not sure that actually helps me at all. I'm not sure that actually helps me at all. Okay, that's apparently actually the way I need to go. Okay, that's actually apparently just where I needed to go anyways. Can I make it up here? I can, and I can open the shortcut as well. More shortcuts. Always helpful. Because I'm going to inevitably miss a whole lot of stuff. Okay, and I do have underwater attacks now. Which does... It is so nice that I can actually, like, attack things in the water now. Instead of just existing. Okay, where is the lever for this door? That is the new question. Is somewhere there's a door. No, not like that. So let's say one light beam is X hertz, the other's Y hertz, and they somehow interact and could replace calculations. You know, that also actually makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking. Yeah, that does make a lot more sense than what I was thinking, because, yeah. You gain a new spirit shard. Split light burst into 3. I'm not sure that's actually overly helpful, but it's at least an unlock so I don't miss it later. Oh gosh, I have to, like, launch out of the water. Can I launch out of the water to actually get out of here, game? Is that something I'm allowed to do? I did it once before. But yeah, light interactions do have a lot of information stored in them. Yeah, I'll have to. That's definitely going to be something I should look into. Because that definitely sounds like a useful bit of hardware advancement. Okay, I'm going to guess that I need to trigger... Yeah, I'm going to guess that I need to trigger trigger that lamp up there without getting squished, apparently. Apparently standing below them when they close leads to me, like, clipping in and getting slightly smushed. just slightly smushed. Which is honestly kind of amusing. Yeah, perhaps an investment opportunity, if you know what I mean. That does seem like a pretty reasonable item. Okay, I can't throw from there. I can just throw... Oh, I don't need to be grounded to throw the light bursts. I suppose that would have made a lot of stuff significantly easier. Oh, is that the door that I needed to have open? I think that might have been the door. I think that might have actually been the trigger for the door I needed to open. Yeah, those creatures aren't too hard to fight, at least. Let me heal. But yeah, but yeah, something like photonic cells would be actually kind of useful, because yeah, now that you've described it a little bit, I can see how that'll optimize at least some of what a GPU is used for. Oh gosh, I cannot make it up these jumps. It's probably because the game wants me to use the light burst instead of dashing, but I'm stubborn now. Because I could definitely just throw out one of the light bursts and then dash off it to get up there a lot easier. Yeah, the light burst is actually kind of useful. I don't think I can go down there. That feels like a boss fight. Okay, not a boss fight, but it is definitely a arena to make sure I'm not just ignoring how to fight these guys. Which seems to, generally the strategy seems to be let them slam attack. Yeah, let them slam attack facing you and then jump behind them. That does require them to be near a wall. Because you gotta actually be able to get behind them before they turn around again. Okay, they're not... Okay, they're still not the easiest creature ever to fight. Because, yeah, the shield just makes it tricky. Okay, I need to activate my hammer, I think. Because if I have my hammer ability, or sorry, spirit smash ability, I think I can hit those guys regardless of what direction they're facing. Which does help a little bit. Heal up when I have a chance. Oh, can I? I just had a interesting thought. Their shield's made out of wood. Okay, that actually makes it about 1,000 times easier to deal with. Okay, I'm not sure why it took me that long to think of that as the idea. Yeah, could bait them into breaking the bridge. That would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, I don't think I can. I can at least get rid of their shield with fire. Yeah, I don't think I can bait them into breaking the bridge, because that... Apparently the game would count that as cheesing the combat arena, I'd guess. If I had to guess. Okay, that's... Oh, that's actually a... It's actually a fairly useful shortcut there. I'm getting a lot of those in this area. Because that's basically... Oh, that's like a shortcut all the way back down to the town. That's not even like a quick little shortcut. That's actually like a... giant loop back around. That's actually pretty nifty. I can keep going up as well. And try to not get hit by all the spikes everywhere. Because there appear to be a handful of spikes in this area. But I can keep making it up. Okay, and there is more health. And things I can grapple off of. That one looks different than they normally do. I'm not sure what's different about that one. I'm not sure what's different about that one, but it looked different. Which probably means it's stronger. It probably means it's a bit stronger than they normally are. I can still toss up the fire. Okay, that's... I'm going to mess up the timing on this, I bet. Oh, really? I'm going to get first try. I am impressed with myself there. Yeah, that slightly impressed myself that I got the timing that quickly. I normally have difficulty with, especially timing-based platform. Fix my PC, nice. I didn't fully fix my internet, but I think I forced a reconnection to YouTube's servers this morning after I saw it dropping a bunch right at the start of the stream, and it seems to at least be happy-ish for now. And I think happy-ish for now is the best I can currently get on the internet front. Because most of the problems are stuff that I don't have direct control over, unfortunately. Because it's at like my internet providers. And yeah, okay, I think we've climbed all the way up the mountain. Of course, that means we're now in the open for the giant bird. And then, yeah, my computer itself is mostly working at this point. All the RAM issues I had a couple weeks ago were month and a half ago are fixed, and yeah. I've just been breaking everything technology related lately. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about. We're standing in the open on top of a mountain, and we have a giant bird freak thing that would rather we don't be here. But we are here, and it is an escape sequence, and I am going to mess this up like 30 times. Because I'm not expecting, or I don't know where I need to go yet. Okay, that's actually not terrible yet. Okay, I can launch up there. I'm trying to, like, read the level as I go. Okay, that did not work. I needed to bash up there. Okay, that platform's gonna get broken. I learned that. That's one of the things about the escape sequences in this game, is that if I mess up the pathing, a lot of times it's not exactly what I'd consider recoverable. And also, going faster doesn't help very much. Yeah, going faster doesn't usually help a ton. Because just due to the fact that, oh gosh. Yeah, just due to the fact that the game will, like, speed up the rest of the escape sequence if I try to go faster. Just to keep the, something about keeping the tension. Icy escape. Escape the avalanche. Which I suppose it makes sense from a game design perspective. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did the tracking break? Oh, there it goes. You have awoken the forest's memory, and me with it. I almost didn't find you in all that snow. That's, I think, the most peaceful avalanche I've ever seen. Now spring will return to the Reach, though some might not welcome it. The creature's shriek is one. I saw her as I slept and dreamt dark dreams. It's a little bit creepy. Also, yeah, why is the tracking, like, losing me here? Because I don't think it's the, like, tracking itself having issues. I think it's just losing where I am. She was born from dust, rising something. That is a little baby shriek, I guess. A little baby shriek. Aw. Yeah, that's like the most peaceful avalanche escape ever. Compared to real avalanches. I like how the game always tries, it's like always trying to make me feel bad for all the like creatures that are attacking me. Still not sure what's with the like separate legs and stuff that Shriek has. It's a little bit concerning. It's a little bit concerning there. Oh, is it my microphone? Is my microphone blocking the face tracking? I think that's what's happening there. Because, yeah. Aw. It's like Shriek's trying to make friends with, like, little owls, but is not allowed to. Because... presumably because they look weird. I think is what's happening there. And then the big owls don't want them to be friends with the outsider. I don't know. I might be reading too much into the cutscenes here. That tends to be something that happens, is I just read way too much into various cutscenes in the game. But I do feel slightly bad for Shriek now, which I think is what it intended. To ash and dust she returned. Aww. This game is very good at making me feel sad for things that tried to attack me previously. She is lost. A pitiful creature. Her heart is stone. Gone too is the summer of the past. Never to return. But thanks to you, Spirit, a new summer will rise to take its place. So I have dreamt. New wisp found. Memory of the Force. Maximum life and energy have increased. I will always take more just upgrades. I did see that there's a spirit light down here that I have not picked up yet. Yeah, there's a spirit light down here that I have not picked up yet, and I want to pick up. I'm guessing if I just dash up there, that's actually pretty easy to grab. Yeah, a lot of these are actually pretty easy to grab now that I have the area fully unlocked. Because there's 1, 2, 3 more just in the, like, generally immediate vicinity. And I am a little bit of a completionist. I say as if I'm not, like, actively being a completionist of the game. Oh gosh. I need to bash off of it to go up further, I think. Yeah, I think I need to use the bash to get up to that. And then, there we go. I like how they just, like, try to drag you up just a little bit. Hey, Alexander, welcome to the stream. Okay, there are still some creatures over here. Okay, there we go. Because I wonder if I can just melt the waterfall like this, or if I need to just climb up. I think I just need to climb up and trigger... Oh yeah, there's just one up here. But I can trigger them now. And pick up the not garlic ore. the Gorlek ore. The most similar name to something called garlic ore you could get. Oh, and there's the water's, like, thawed out now. Now I just gotta figure out where to go next. Because of Bear's Reach. Okay, apparently I missed something up top. Apparently I missed something tucked in up top here. Not necessarily... Yeah, garlic ore. I wonder what the garlic ore tastes like. Because I don't think I could get through that room. Maybe I can now, but I'm also noticing an ability upgrade right there. And that's not too difficult of an area to climb up to now. Especially now that I actually just have the ability to create these, like, little bashable light bursts almost everywhere. Yeah, almost everywhere, at least. I need to not throw it onto the platform if I need it to come back down so I can dash up. That would probably help a little bit. I learned how to fight these guys, finally. The answer is, as everything seems to be answered by, fire. Because turns out that fire is somewhat helpful. Because there is apparently just an ability upgrade in the well that I just, like, missed previously. We're causing global warming? Or at least thawing out the top of this mountain. I don't know how to get through that. Oh, I know how to get through that door. I was just being slightly slow to the uptake there. A new mysterious seed. Okay, I think that's everything in that section, at least. Oh, this'll help me get up top much more easily, won't it? Having the ability to just teleport anywhere. I still don't know how to get that ability upgrade. I think that is the last ability upgrade I have, though. And I just haven't seen any indicators of how to actually open the path. I'm going to go check again because I'm wondering if the fire potentially is like potentially something I can use. I'm kind of wondering if the fire is something I can try to use to get up or to get past that gap. Okay, because I'm not sure why I need to wait for those guys to trigger for me to be able to get up, because I have basically infinite bash whenever I want it now. Because I'm wondering if, like, fire lets me open this path? No. I legitimately do not know how to get over there. Yeah, enter the ruins beneath the windswept wastes. Apparently we have all 4 wisps now, at least. Because I could not enter that room previously. But I really want to know how to get this upgrade. I just don't see, any way to get in there. It might have something to do with, basically combination lock here. Off the 3 bells, but I'm not sure what it would be. Oh, no. Who goes through the trouble of writing the key to a door and locks it behind the door written backwards? Bah. Hold on. Open this door to below when I played them in height order from left to right here. What happened if I hidden behind the door written backwards? Left to right opened the bottom door. Does right to left open this ability door? Is that potentially what I'm reading. So it would be like top. So it would be like tall, short, tall, medium, medium, short, tall. That could be, yeah, going from like right to left instead of left to right. I wonder. Okay, I need to actually get over to the high one though. Because hold on, what was it? What was the trigger? I think these were ones that I had to bash off of. Yeah, so high, low, high, mid, mid, low, and then high, I think. I could have done that so long ago. I could have done that so long ago, and I just did not piece that together. Yeah, who goes through the trouble? Somebody who's trying to lock a different door. Because this was one of the ability upgrades that I'm like, I've been looking at this for like half the game. I've been looking at this upgrade for like half the game so far. Ancestral Light. All attacks now deal 25% more damage. That would have been rather useful at numerous points in the game. Because I just had never thought of that. Can I get that Spirit Light? I know where the game wants me to go. I'm just being slightly distractible at the moment. And just being just a touch on the distractible side. Because there's a Spirit Light somewhere around here. Oh, is this inside this building? Oh, yeah, it is. I keep doing that. Of just not putting, like, 2 and 2 together. What's this I hear about spring coming to the frozen peaks? All it took was a little spirit to get things moving. Am I right? Now, if only you could stop the desert winds from howling through my people's homeland. Care to help make these glades a better place? I don't have anything unlocked that I can do. Everything is still locked. That's talk. Because I know there's because I still see on the ability wheel, I'm missing something right there. I just don't know what. So I'm going to quickly check. At your service. Care to hone your skills? I don't use any of these other abilities, though, is the thing. Stay sharp, Spirit. I don't use any of those other abilities as kind of the problem / puzzle there. And I don't think I need to necessarily upgrade any of my... Because, like, I'm doing pretty well, and I don't actively need to upgrade a lot of my stuff. Oh, it would help if I stopped throwing things onto the platform I'm trying to get to. Because I'm trying to climb up a little bit. Oh, can I go into this building? I don't think I've been up here yet. Okay, there doesn't appear to actually be anything in that building. Because, yeah, I know there's upgrades hidden around this area that I have not gotten up to yet. Just because there's just stuff in the way. Ooh, there's even a Gorlek ore up top. Every time I have to, like, stop myself halfway through saying Gorlek ore to make sure I actually am saying Gorlek ore and not garlic ore. I wonder if I can use this to bash up here. That's not where the item was. I know somewhere around here there's just an item. It might have been up just a little further. I think it might actually just be up there. Oh, I can totally get up there. Yeah, I can totally get up there from here. Because I can bash up here. Okay, maybe not. Because I could dash up there and then potentially fling one of the lights and then chase it down. But I don't think that's actually going to work. Oh, come on. Let me actually up, please, game. There we go. Because that's slightly too far down. I wonder if I just, like, toss one at, like, an upward angle there, if I can just... Okay, you know what? That actually works. Because I'm trying to just pick up all of those random items that I couldn't previously. Because there are a lot of just things tucked around the game. And I know there was an ability cell upgrade hidden somewhere around here. That is the world's longest game save animation. Because, yeah, I can climb up here. Yeah, it's like there's like one way up there. How do I get up there? I'm guessing I need to go back to the other side. Is what I'm gonna, at least the theory, I think. Yeah, I think that's the theory, is I need to go back up the other side and then go even further up. So it's a little bit of a puzzle here. Just a little bit, though. Nothing too terrible, at least. And nothing too terrible. Also, I think that let me know if the stream still has network issues. I think I fixed it, though. I think what I tweaked at the start of today's stream fixed it, at least. How do I get up there? Is there like a secret pathway over to on the right side somewhere? Oh, there is. Oh, that's actually nifty. Because that's another health upgrade, which I will never complain about. I will never complain about just useful little health upgrades or energy upgrades. Is there something there? I wonder, because I see some gray right here on the map. I wonder if there's something I'm missing just tucked in up there. Now that I have especially now that I have the, like, spirit light, I'm on the wrong side of the wall. Especially now that I have the spirit light upgrade. I wonder if I can... Wait, there's still a random bit of buggy collision right there. Okay, I can't quite... Because, yeah, I can't run left through that door. I can run right through that door. Which is a little bit amusing. Yeah, one spot of lag. That's not terrible. Because, especially for a live stream. Oh, I think I've already been through this area. I think I've already gotten whatever the secret down here was. Yeah, I don't know what the secret was, but looks like I already got it. At least that secret. Though, is there something... There might still be something off to the side. I went too far over. Yeah, I definitely just went too far over there. Because I think I can make it up here. Okay, that one's going to be slightly too far up. Okay, I can sort of make it up. There we go. Okay, that is still significantly easier when I actually... It turns out that having the upgrades that the game's expecting makes traversing two areas slightly easier. I probably could have gotten this unlocked sooner, because I bet you I can bash that over to wherever the trigger for this area getting thawed out is. Where is that trigger? The trigger's down there. I kind of want to try it like the quote-unquote intended way. Because, yeah, I bet you that I could have bashed that over here if I knew that's how the mechanic worked previously. But also I can just... Oh, does the game not want to let me trigger? There we go. Yeah, that does give me... Or that does thaw out the water here. Which gives me... Catalyst. You've gained a new spirit shard. Convert melee damage into energy. Actually, I kind of like that one. And I think that's apparently the last spirit shard we had to unlock. Which is useful. I think I am going to... I like the energy orbs. I like the... Yeah, I like energy cells, magnet, triple jump, light harvest, finesse, resilience, sticky. I think I like catalyst more. Because energy is also healing. Yeah, energy is also healing, and I think I like catalyst more. Which, hey, gives me something to go upgrade. Granted, the upgrades there are pretty easy to get. The upgrades there are pretty easy to get, so it's not the most concerning. Because, yeah, it's like a little shortcut back to where we came from. Because, yeah, we came from this area. This is like the shortcut we unlocked a little while ago. It's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I'll take it. Yeah, now I can go unlock, or I can go, I have something I could actually want to spend my ability points on. It's just making sure that my equipped, they're not charms, they're spirit shards. They're basically charms. Care to refine the spirit shards? Yes, view upgrades. Because Catalyst had an upgrade there. Yeah, Catalyst had an upgrade. I don't need the extra damage there. I mean, I suppose I can upgrade a couple of these that are just like somewhat useful. Okay, apparently there's an achievement for upgrading everything. So I suppose I can just start upgrading random stuff. Because I'm not sure what other upgrades there are. Thank you for your patron. I will always take I will always take it. I will always take more, just getting more stuff unlocked and upgraded. Nope, I think the stream just hiccuped there for a second. It's better than it was. It definitely feels like it's better than it was. Okay, now I can actually progress the story because I need to come up here. I think is where I'm trying to get to. Oh yeah, I just deal an actually halfway decent amount of damage now. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I may actually run out of health here. Yeah, I may actually run slightly out of health here. I wonder how good the catalyst actually is. Because I'm now fairly low on energy. Yeah, it recharges a little bit. I suppose I can just come over here and... Oh gosh, I'm getting raspy voice today. Remember to drink water. Otherwise you get raspy voiced. And raspy voice is not always the best. Oh gosh, I need to do this climb back up again. which is not the easiest thing ever. Actually, it's not the most difficult thing either. I seem to remember that being more difficult to get up here. But I think it might just be because I'm a bit more familiar with how the game's different mechanics work. We made it, Ori. The heart of the forest rests inside. The light of the spirit willow will open what has long been closed. I think... Okay, yeah, we have the 4 wisps now, at least, which is what it wanted in order to actually open the door. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Which means we're making some progress. Just little bits of progress at a time, and we get there. Let's actually go inside. Should go inside the building here. Only the wisps knew the way forward. Is there going to be more text? To restore what had been lost. Oh, the poor sad Moki. I mean, I suppose they're watching over our very injured owl friend there. Our very injured owl friend there. Okay, I think that... Yeah, now we're inside. Wind-torn ruins. This is definitely a... This is new. Is this supposed to be a room full of cutscenes? Across many lands, it is always the same. For every spirit tree, a light. And for every light, a tree. Always existing in balance. The light alone is nothing without its vessel. Because, yeah, I feel like we're going to just get a lot of cutscenes down here for some reason. I'm not sure what's giving me that particular vibe, but it's definitely the vibe I'm getting. The artwork is very pretty, though. I will give it that much. But while light is eternal, no tree can last forever. When the willow grew old and her branches barren, she could no longer care for her light. It shattered, and we became mere wisps of what once was. Fascinating. Is there I can't jump into fire. I want to jump into fire. Okay, I need... There is a trigger somewhere for this pathway. What is it? Oh, I can break the pots. The pots are full of stuff. Including a lever. That would make sense. Yeah, just a little bit of a lever there. We will make it. One bit at a time. Aw. The Moki don't seem happy there. The Willow's children, the spirits of Niwen, suffered in the decay. The land was buried in darkness and ruin. The spirits were no more, and all seemed lost. Aw. But hey, look, breakable pots. Oh, okay, those ones aren't breakable. They're not all breakable. Just most of them are breakable. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Okay. But it was foretold that hope would come. Hope would open our eyes to see through the darkness. Hope would return the memory of what was forgotten and bring us strength when we were weak. That is how the world heals. That is how the cycle continues. Aw. Ooh, I can go to the right, though. Yeah, this really is just an area of cutscenes. This one seems damaged. The Gorlek builders knew that all things broken could be pieced back together. Here, they protected the most fragile wisp, the heart of the forest. We sense its presence nearby, Ori. The light will be whole once more. I'm guessing with how much cutscene this is, I'm slightly worried that we're about to get like some like pretty energetic escape sequence out of this area. Because we're also getting quite a ways down here. And at this point, I have at least part of an idea of how the game puts everything together. There is a warp point down here. Is that just the exit? What am I missing? Right and left both have paths. And there's a save point. That does... Okay, I can break that. Yeah, save points are moderately concerning. I'm not sure the correct level of concern, but I think the correct level of concern is more than 0. Just because it's a save point. Something's about to happen. Ooh, it's the last of the Wisps. Okay, apparently there's not 4 Wisps. Apparently there's 5 Wisps. My stream goal is wrong. Got the Wisps. The wispy Wisps. And then have something that is... They combine into one. That looks a little bit more powerful now. With the spirit willows passing, my light faltered. Now I am whole once more. I am Seer? The willow awaits us, Ori. We must go. But the only way there is... That's kind of what I was expecting, is something going to collapse. Oh, it's one of... Yeah, that thing's a little bit energetic looking. Where do I go? Out, I'm guessing? And or just to the right? Just to the right. Okay, the game at least is giving me a set of pathways I can take. Okay, that worm is slightly angry looking. Okay, nope, that is a grapple platform. Okay, I need to... I'm trying to, like, very rapidly read where I need to go, and it's not working great. Oh gosh, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to dash through them along the ceiling to get a little bit further ahead of the worm, but it does not appear to have worked. Okay, that was a good read on my part. Yay, sandworms. Because it's 2 separate buttons depending on whether or not it's sand or the blue stuff. The blue ones are left button. Are left button. The sand is right button. Which I keep getting slightly backwards. Yeah, that is a squished sandworm. Quicksand, escape the ruins. I think we're alive still. I'm kind of surprised I got that first try. I don't normally pull those off first try. Oh, and it's not a cutscene right there. I thought it was a cutscene, which is why I was just standing there waiting for the cutscene to continue. Yeah, the game does not have the best indication of when it's a cutscene versus something I need to interact with. Because I've gotten tripped up a couple of times so far. The light is combining together. Yeah, there it is, Ori. The willow, mother of light. Only the weeping ridge stands in our way. Yeah, I thought there would be more. I thought there was going to be a little bit more to that chase sequence also. Light is restored. Return Seer to the Spirit Willow. I don't have any clue how to get to said Spirit Willow. To return Seer there. Yeah, we kind of like went up here. Oh, we kind of like tunneled all the way up. It's actually kind of cool. I'm missing an ability item right there. I'm definitely missing an ability upgrade off to the side there, just to the right. Gosh, the teleport everywhere is also a very nice upgrade that I got. Because it's technically an optional upgrade. Yeah, teleport from anywhere to anywhere is technically an optional upgrade. Okay, it is a ability point right there. There we go. Because I'm going to have to collect everything at some point or another. So when I'm just, like, nearby to one, because there's one there. There's a couple of them that are just, like, missing. Because how do I get further to the right? Return Sphere to the Spirit Willow. Okay, apparently I'm, like, 90% of the way there already. I thought that this would be, like, an entire... I suppose it might just be the entrance to the ridge area that it was talking about. Though we do have the slight problem of having to go through feeding guides. Oh, maybe because we activated things, we don't have the... Okay, that's the other half that we were expecting from the escape sequence. Is Greach here. Oh, they're just... Our Wisp is apparently very strong. And a little more... Actually, more than a little bit. Or more than very strong. We have... Yeah, Screech there is... apparently not happy. Blinded by her past. Because, yeah, we couldn't get through this area before. Shriek rejected the warmth she once sought. Aww. Okay, we previously could not really exist in this room without just getting instantly eviscerated. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, this will deal damage. It was like instant. Instant. Very, very thorough. You now have 0 health. Okay, that's a crystal. Returns here to the Spirit Willow. Is that just a teleporter? Okay, that is just a teleporter. I suppose. Weeping Ridge. Okay, this is a new area. I'm gonna just flip every random lever ever. Oh, it's like it's an elevator. Okay, it's an elevator, and I have a decent set of just a damage. I deal a decent amount of damage now. Because we got that 25% damage upgrade that was technically missable and that I almost missed. Oh, they're so heavy that they stop the elevator when they exist. Okay, I can break I can break the rock shields. Yeah, I can break rock shields with hammers. I suppose that makes sense. The game does... Now that I've realized I can break the shields, I just need to figure out which way or which tool it is to break any given shield. Smack the shield with the hammer or smack the shield with fire. Uh-oh. I think our elevator is broken. I'm going to hop off the elevator. Okay, maybe it's less broken than I thought. It got us up. It got us up here. Where are we going? I don't have a map of this area. Oh, those things explode. Okay, oh, those things shoot lasers at me. That is slightly energetic. Kaboom. we get a little bit of kaboom there. Because, yeah, I don't know where we're trying to get to. All those warps are kind of connected. That's at least interesting. I'm not sure what that implies quite yet. Okay, I can absorb a light. What is this light? Unlock all abilities. Yeah, it wouldn't be in an elevator and a platform if it didn't break. That is true. Launch. Just launch myself in any direction. And I'm guessing, yep, that is our last ability there that we were missing. Okay, there's going to be something over to the right. Maybe? Maybe? Can I launch myself from mid-air? I can. Okay, that just straight up makes things so much easier to get around. Because I can just, like, launch myself anywhere now. What's the cooldown on it? Because it's basically bash, except I don't need to bash. I suppose that is what the implications of these teleporters would be. Because now I can just launch myself anywhere. That's useful. Can I combo bash with launch? Honestly, probably. If I need more verticality. You found some ore. I found some Gorlek ore. What is the cooldown? Okay, the cooldown appears to be that I can only launch. Okay, that is the difference. That is at least a difference. I can bash as many times as I want, but I need to either like go through a teleport or a... Yeah, I need to go through like teleports or similar in order to trigger the ability to launch again. Because it does appear to have a cooldown. Okay, apparently the floor down there just does not exist. Yeah, I bet I can combo them. Is there anything along the elevator that I care about? Does not look like it. Does not look like there's anything along the elevator that I necessarily care about. Because, yeah, the launch gets me up, but I can't multi-launch. I'm guessing that if I actually trigger those lasers... Okay, they actually deal less damage than I thought. Like I say, I bet you if I actually trigger those lasers, that they're like a one-shot, but it appears that they are not quite a one-shot laser. Which does... I predict the lasers look. Lasers do look rather busy. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought that might have been something slightly more crazy than it was. Is there something up top? I wonder if there's anything up top. I don't think so. It does not look like there's anything up top. But I can keep going as the end drew near. Uh-oh. All paths led to the Spirit Willow. Creepy. And we have our little friends coming to try to save us. Willow's End. That's not a mildly concerning area name at all. That's very concerning looking. Apparently Ori also has just an infection spreading around its game world. Okay, I can break the crystals at least. Is there any point in me jumping into here? Okay, there's definitely stuff off to the right. I see a teleport. I see a couple of teleports showing up on the map at least. I'm wondering if there's something over to the right that I can go visit first. Okay, the lasers are not as dangerous as I thought they were going to be. The game taught me that lasers are... The game spent like a massive amount of time teaching me that lasers deal a bunch of damage and then make... Which is interesting from a game design perspective. Yeah, I do at least have a rather healthy amount of healing. Okay, maybe we don't get stuck in the laser. There we go. I can't just hold the launch forever. I suppose that does make sense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that is a little bit less optimal. Okay. Where does this teleport me? Oh, it teleports me around. I'm not sure that helps me at all. Yeah, I'm not sure how that helps me. Okay, I can... I have a lot of movement ability here, though. I can get back up here. Oh, that's my goal. I think my goal is to clear out all of the goop from all the different pathways. At least that's my current best idea of what our current goal actually is. If I jump in here, I can then maybe actually pull this off. Because I can then climb up to this one. And then I think I can launch out to the left. Okay, that technically works. Because, yeah, this is... Ooh, it's a Gorlek ore. Well, one of these times, I'm going to forget to slow down and say Gorlek. Okay, because energy. I like energy upgrades. What's over to the left now? Because we went off to the right. Now we go off to the left. Maybe we find something useful over here? Can I get through that? I cannot get through that. That is a little bit of damage. Please tell me it saved that I got the stuff on the right. I'm not 100% sure if it fully saved that I unlocked everything on the right side. Given I'm pretty sure I got that ability cell already. That makes me mildly concerned. But yeah. The way you say Gorlek now, it makes you think of the Pokemon Golurk. I suppose kind of a little bit. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there. I need to go up there. Then over to spinny things. And then spinny through there. There we go. Uh-oh. we got launched off the spinny thing in the wrong direction. And then fell into the goop. That is... Did it at least save me getting this ability cell? It did not. That makes me slightly sad. I'm going to drop back down, I think, because, yeah, every time I run in front of the door, it saves. That does help me a fair bit. Yeah, that does help me a fair bit. But I can keep running. That pathway off to the left seems... This pathway off to the left seems kind of tricky. Because of all the goop water. Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, if I mess up, I wind up all the way back at the start. Maybe I want to save after I've healed. So I don't have to heal every single time. Because, yeah, I currently have to heal every single time. Where's the save point? There's the save point. Because I'm just like, there's a save point over here somewhere. Because, yeah, I can sneak up here, break that. Because, yeah, it's just a slightly tricky... Okay, because I can jump through there. I can launch up here. That is not the launch I needed. I'm, like, on a weird timing cycle, I feel like. Yeah, I'm, like, on a weird cycle for the laser. And I'm definitely still not great at the time-based platforming challenges. Okay, I can grab onto that wall, and I can launch up here. Which will let me... Please tell me this is actually safe ground. Okay, this is actually like a save point. That makes it a... I think having a save point up there makes it just a touch easier. If I can make it through at least. Those lasers seem a little bit more permanent. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I just skipped something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just skipped something by accident there. Because I'm betting that one takes me up top, yeah. So I just completely missed that one. Okay, I think that's 2. I don't know how many of these there are. Yeah, I'm not sure how many of these there actually are that I need to get through. Ooh, it is the life cell fragment. And then I can just drop through the floor. I want to, I think, go back to the central platform and save. Make sure the game... or at least make sure the game actually saved that I did stuff. If I go through here... Up here, is that the next pathway? I'm not 100% sure how or no, that... I already went up there. That was the ore. I think that was the ore. I'm just trying to problem solve where I actually need to go. Okay, because I can keep launching up. Okay, that is some slightly dangerous looking goop. Oh, I can combo bash and launch. In matter of fact, I need to combo bash and launch to get up there. Okay. Okay, because yeah, that does like legitimately require me to combo. I did not mean to hit the exit button. So yeah, bash and launch do combine together. And I happen to just be able to bash off of almost anything in the game. Uh-oh, damage. Okay, that... Getting over there might be a little bit tricky again. I just because there's a lot of enemies in the way. Okay, because I can bash, double jump, launch, and then unintentionally explode to get up. Here we are, under the roots of the great willow that once gave life to this land. I just didn't know, Ori. I didn't realize the decay had cut to the very heart of Nywin. Seeing this, Talk was right to be worried. And look, I usually do charge for my services, but given the circumstances, this one's on me. Much obliged. Free map. I will take a free map of the area. Oh, that is... Oh, thank goodness the map has little markers of where I need to go. I would not be figuring that out otherwise. I would not be figuring that out otherwise. Game saved. Because there is a... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this area. This is a much larger area than I was thinking it was. Can I break through here? I can break through there. Oh, that's just a shortcut down to the bottom. Got it. There are a lot of just enemies in this area, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. They do not like spikes any more than I like the spikes. Or at least that's what it looks like. Okay, there's ones over to the left. Oh, and it shows me the teleports. The teleports being shown also is helpful. Because now I need to... I think I'm going to try to get this one off to the right first. if I can make it over here at least. Because I can launch... Yeah, I can launch and bash and stuff, and that does... It does seem to do a pretty good job of getting me places. Can I use... What can I use there? I don't think I can easily get up. If I drop down... Ooh, it is an ability cell. But it's also a very damaging floor. Where am I trying to go? Okay, this just loops back around... Yeah, that just loops me back around the walls of the area. If I launch from pretty far up, I think I can get that ability cell. Because every ability cell I pick up is quite useful as well. They're not... They are certainly far from useless. Ooh, I can fall forever. I need to figure out exactly where I need to get things as well. Because I can come over here. I can launch up. Because I need to break that wall. I just need to work out how to break that wall. And I'm suspecting it has something to do with that attack. Do those go through warps? Those go through warps. Okay, those do indeed go through the warps here. Oh, is that what I need to do? Do I need to just, like, carry this basically all the way through the area? I think I missed. I think I missed and sent it into the wall by mistake instead. It might be easier if I... Okay, what is the timing on this? Yeah, I think I need to send it through the warps. The warps do appear to straighten out their path of flight, at least. So what I need to do is I just need to not be silly. Not be silly and actually launch it up correctly. Into that warp, I think is where I need it to go. Yeah, that is definitely where I need it to go. I can follow it through, and then I can bring it down here. Okay, that's actually a pretty cool little puzzle. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool little puzzle there. I like that one. Yeah, I definitely like that puzzle. That opens up one more of the pathways. Or that breaks one more of the little infection nodule pathway things. There's still there's still 5 more. Yeah, there's a lot of them, is what I'm kind of realizing. It's just how long it actually takes to get past 5. I like how I can just brute force my way past the lasers. Yeah, I like how I can just, like... Not so much those lasers, though. But yeah, I can definitely brute force my way past at least some of them. Which... granted, I can also just go through there instead of trying to sneak past the laser beams. Where am I trying to get to? Oh, I need to go up. Okay, the purple goop water is does make it a little bit tricky. Yeah, the purple goop water does make it a little bit tricky to figure out where I need to go. I need to launch off that. I need to save myself from getting into the goop water. I can launch myself off them, and then I can just... Okay. Yeah, brute forcing my way through the lasers may be suboptimal. Because, okay, I can sneak up here. Is there a save point over here somewhere? Please, game? Please have a safe point. The decay resists us, Ori. The way to the Spirit Willow is blocked. That's a lot of decay, yeah. Okay, there's one off to the... This is not the left, this is the right. There's one off to the right. There's one off to the right. I promise I know which ways are left and right. And I'm not just completely crazy. Okay, because those guys are not... those guys aren't actually too terrible. It does at least give me information on where we need to go, though. Okay, I can launch there. I can... That's not what I wanted to trigger. I wanted to trigger the sand dash. Sand dash through that. Because, yeah, there are so many bits of dangerous ground in this area. Oh gosh. Oh, that is damaging water. The platforming is actually getting quite tricky at this point. Yeah, the platforming is actually like legitimately getting difficult. Which I suppose makes sense that the platforming would be getting difficult, given that we're in, I think, one of the end game areas. Okay, that opened something at least. Yeah, that opened up a pathway and took out even more of the decay. How much of the decay is there? I mean, I can look at the map and 4 more. Okay, I need to actually get out of this, like, sub-area, though. Okay, at least saved that we got up, so we only need to go down. That did not work. I'm pretty sure that almost every single death I've had in the entirety of Ori so far has just been the direct result of me falling into things that deal large quantities of damage. Okay, there we go. There we go. We made it back out. Having launch is super helpful, though. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those guys do have a lot of health still. Okay, there is a save point there. I think I want to do the one that's up top next. I'm kind of just picking arbitrary ones to go grab. But the one up top seems like an interesting challenge, at least. Okay, that one does not want me to skip it. A lot of the lasers, it will let me kind of skip if I just, like, launch through them correctly, but that one does not appear to be one of them. Okay, so... Oh, it does want me to use the spinnies. What am I even grabbing onto there? I'm legitimately not sure what I'm grabbing onto at some of these points. Okay, I need to go up. Okay, I can grab onto that. I can launch over here, I think. Get me up in the air, please. Okay, that was not terrible. I thought that was also going to be a little bit trickier than it actually was. So the platforming, it's hard to tell what difficulty it's actually going to be. Because the easy-looking stuff is really hard, and the hard-looking stuff is really easy. At least from what I've been seeing so far. Then we have several off to the left. Was there an energy crystal somewhere nearby? I don't remember. I don't think so. Because I do still have... I have a lot of energy, but I don't have infinite energy. Okay, this This room looks a little bit tricky to get through. Ooh, energy crystal. Where am I? Oh, I need to go in. I need to jump into this room. Oh, that's a boss fight. That is actually like that is like actually just a boss fight. All right then. How do I deal damage to it? Yeah, how do I deal damage to the boss? It is a critically important question. Does my hammer deal good damage to it? Because it's made out of rock. The boss is made out of rocks. So I'm wondering if... Yeah, I think the hammer might be... No? I've dealt like a tiny fraction of a damage tick to it. That does not seem to be working. Yeah, how do I... Yeah, what am I actually trying to do for the boss? This is definitely tied to the decay. But, like, I'm not actually damaging it, like, at all. Because, like, I'm just looking at the damage meter. Okay. Okay. I got it now. I've got it. I can launch... Okay, I can heal up actually pretty easily. I can launch these projectiles back at it during that phase and manage to actually deal some damage to the boss. That works. Okay, because... Oh, there's... I suppose it makes sense that there's multiple phases. Because I can launch these at the boss and at least deal a little bit of damage to it. Because yeah, if it wants to attack me, it has to open itself up to being attacked. It's actually a pretty cool. This is actually a pretty cool boss fight. Now that I'm like making some level of sense of it. Because I do still need to figure out some of the tricks for it. It's kind of reminded me of a boss fight from... And this is going to be the weirdest descriptor ever, but from a Pac-Man game. Like one of the 3D Pac-Man game boss fights. That's a very... I feel like that's a very weird thing for this to remind me of. Where am I? I like sent myself flying by accident. Okay, I want to come up here and just deal a bunch of damage to the rocks that make up his protective layer. Because if I can take out a bunch of the rocks that make up his protective layer, there we go. Yes, there are a lot of Pac-Man games, and some of the 3D ones had boss fight. Had, like, actual, like, legitimate boss fights. And that is I don't think the game sold very well. But I distinctly remember one of the boss fights, and for some reason this boss reminds me of that. Okay, it's getting low on health. It's gonna rebuild its shield. There we go. Laser Brain. Defeat the Willow Stone. Hey, it's progress. That was a fun little boss fight, though. I did enjoy that boss fight. Because it actually has some, like, pretty unique ideas behind it. Now I need to retraverse back through these rooms, though. I don't know if that this purple goop is instant damage or instant doom, or if it's just slightly instant doom. Oh, I can just drop through there. I suppose that makes sense. The game does not appear to have mandatory damage sections. Just highly suggested damage sections. Huzzah. That was like legitimately a pretty fun little boss fight. Okay, I'm gonna try to open up some of these secret pathways first. I'm trying to open up to stand and heal for like 2 seconds before I try to fight a bunch of enemies that are way stronger than me. Okay, if the enemy's just gonna stand there and be easily cheesable, I mean, I can take advantage of it. Oh, this is a shortcut back to the save point to the right. Got it. Not that that does a ton for me, I don't think. Oh, there's just straight up a... There's just straight up a thing of rot in the corner of the room. Yeah, there's just straight up one of the infection things just hiding here. I didn't even realize I was this close to the next one already. Yeah, so far I think that my favorite of the ones or the little challenges in this area, so far I think that my favorite one would be the boss fight. Just because it is honestly quite the unique little puzzle there. How do I get over there? There's a warp bottom right of this room. I see it. There we go. Got to figure out how to navigate with my rather large lack of navigational skills. Okay, I can't get to that one from there. I think I need to go up, down, and around. Okay, oh, I can get inside of the sphere. Or at least. That is... The question is if I can actually pull that off. And then survive long enough to make it out of the sphere. That is a dangerous looking room. I want to... I feel like be inside the sphere. Yeah, I think I want to be inside the sphere. Maybe I can stand, like, in that spot? I'm not really sure the correct way to do some of these puzzles. I'm not 100% sure the intended solution. Oh, there's a breeze. It's a nice little breeze in this area that I can use. These are some rather unique puzzles, though, which I do quite appreciate some variety. I got the Gorlek ore. Not the garlic ore, the Gorlek ore. And in theory, this should be, I think, the last... At least according to the map, this is the last of the bits of rot we have to clear out. We're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. Something like that, maybe? Okay, because that will let me get back out. I just have to figure out how to navigate all the way back around the area. I don't think I needed to heal there, because I can heal off the plants instead. Okay, because I can sneak through there. I can launch up here. Where am I going? I need to go actually quite a ways back up. Is that a shortcut? That is a shortcut. Okay, that is... Is that where I need to go? Yes, it is as well. Because I can drop through here, and then we have unlocked the pathway. There's a save point to the left. Every time I go through the doorways, I feel like I should just default to always opening up a map and just let it give me the... Just to reorient myself more than anything, honestly. We are in a very tall room. This room is a lot larger than it looks like on the map. The map, this does not look like a huge room, but this is a huge room. I think we've brought the light... I think we've brought the wisps back up to the tree. We made it, Ori. The spirit willow. This is going to be an escape sequence. The light will be restored to the land. The damage will be undone. Something tells me this is going to be an escape sequence. Just my highly refined instincts. We have the door opening, or not the door opening, the light. The light has been restored to the tree. That is actually a very nice light. But yeah, I don't trust it. I really don't trust it. Because every time there's a like nice, pretty cutscene, it always seems to lead into an escape sequence. Especially at the end of these like little mini dungeon areas. Because I'm guessing that Shriek is going to show up at some point here. The bird thing. That's at least what I'm guessing. Brave child, you have healed what was broken. Sarah is now reborn. See their memories gather to my branches. How the spirits have longed for this day. If only I could carry this light once more. But it is no longer mine to hold. My time has come and gone. A new age must begin. My child, I give the light to you. Though to bear it, you must grow. One life you must now leave behind to save the lives of all. Join now with Seer. Embrace the light. Care for this land as I once did. Aww. Where's Screech? I see the red tinge. I see a red tinge around the screen. I don't trust it. I really don't trust it. There we go. That is exactly... Well, not exactly what I was expecting to happen, but that is who I was expecting to show up at least. Was Screech. Oh, that's a boss fight. Oh, we actually get to face them now. Okay, getting a lay of the arena. That is a solid wall off to the right. They shoot laser beams. That is a solid wall off to the left. Where is their damage point? Is it their face? I think it's their face. Their face is their damage point. Yeah, the face of Screech is where it deals damage. I can work with that. Yeah, I can definitely work with that. That is entirely a reasonable thing. And you know, honestly, Catalyst is probably very good for this boss fight, given the lack of other energy crystals in the arena. Uh-oh. Put my skills to the test here, apparently. Okay, it shows generally where they're gonna land if they're gonna do a slam attack, but not if they're just gonna hover. Because yeah, if they're gonna land, it shows me exactly where they're going to land. Because yeah, I can heal pretty well. Thanks to having Catalyst, I can actually still heal in the fight. The boss bars in this game are terrifyingly large. Oop, it's a phase 2. The music is super good as well. Okay, is this an escape sequence part? I think this is an escape sequence phase. It is. That's actually pretty nice. That's actually pretty nifty. Uh-oh. It's not fall. Yeah, Screech does not seem to be happy that we're trying to save the forest. But honestly, this is a pretty cool sequence so far. Yeah, this so far at least. Ooh, it's an energy crystal. If the game gives me any way to get energy, I'm pretty close to invincible. Okay, that I actually can deal a pretty good chunk of damage here. Okay. Okay, Screech is a little bit on the strong side. And I haven't even gotten them down to half health yet. Okay, are they gonna do 1, 2, 3? Is that what it is? Is that what we're doing? That is what we're doing. 1, 2, 3. And then I can hit them more. Okay, oh, I can't. That's like a massive AoE along the ground. That's... Okay, I can't quite evade some of those attacks. I still have energy crystals, though. Oh, I just fell out of the arena. Do not fall out of arena. Falling out of arena does a lot of damage and restarts the phase. If I fall out of the arena, it just restarts the entire phase of the boss fight. Oh, damage counts for resetting. Yeah, damage appears to count for resetting the launch timer. I have not seen Screech do that attack yet this phase. But, okay, it's not that hard to counter. That attack is a little bit harder to counter. Oh, they're in the background there. Wow, okay, Screech is actually... This is actually kind of a... like, legitimate boss fight. A decent chunk of the boss fights in this game haven't been as tricky, but this one is legit. Yeah, this one so far is pretty solid. Like, it actually has quite the variety of different attacks and whatnot. And that is such a large health bar. I like the purple ones. I like the purple color of the purple ones. Oh gosh. But they're not invincible right now. Okay, let's not fall in the hole in the platform. Because we fell in the hole in the platform last time. Okay, that does work. Yeah, that does work. Okay. Is that going to be more than... Yeah, the purple ones also kind of like... The blue ones just fall down, but the purple ones actually have like a slight bit of like homing attack, I suppose is how I'd describe it. They like curve towards me just a little bit. Uh-oh. Yeah, Catalyst makes this significantly easier as a shard. Okay, I think I did enough damage to trigger a phase transition there, given the health bar vanished for a second. Maybe not, though. But these attacks are actually, like, pretty nifty. I'm just gonna tank the damage. Where am I going? Oh, I'm just falling into the void and taking a bunch of damage right there. Okay, I need to go somewhere. Because this is definitely a phase transition. Yeah, this is definitely a phase transition because all the platforms are getting destroyed. Oh, it's up. We have to go up, I think. Oh no, we just straight up don't get a floor. Yeah, we just straight up don't get a floor in this phase. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. Yeah, I suppose I can work with that. That is honestly kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I gotta say, I like that. Okay, now I need to, I need to chain the bashes and the launches together in order to survive. I can't heal, though, without... Yeah, I can't heal correctly without without any ground to stand on. Which does make this a little bit tense. Okay, this phase might take a couple of tries. Yeah, this phase might take a couple of tries. Oh, do I have a better... I don't know if I don't know if I have a better attack. I should also remember that I have the ability to kind of half hover, sort of. But yeah, that's actually like a pretty neat little... Yeah, that's actually a pretty neat little, like, phase here. I just gotta figure out the best way to deal with it. Because, yeah, I can hover. Okay, I need to launch, because I need to hit it. And then I need my launch to get back to where things are raining down. Oh, it does telegraph where Screech is coming from. Okay, I just need to get better at reading that telegraph. Because I can fully dodge Screech. Which I suppose makes sense. Nope, can't. Don't run out of health. I am gonna run out of health. Okay, I am figuring it out because there is a telegraph for where Screech is coming from. It's like a very, very faint bit of shading along the side of the screen. So it's a little hard to read, but is still what I'd consider a proper telegraph. Okay, I need to stop. I do need to stop. And or just deal even more damage to Screech during this phase. Because, yeah, I need to deal a pretty healthy amount of damage. This is a cool boss fight, though. I just need to do a slightly better job of surviving. Screech is going to be up top there. Yep. Screech is coming at a diagonal, so I can move over here. Screech is coming across the side there, but I could not get out of the way in time. Okay, I can get 2 full sets of attacks off. Screech is coming along the top. Where's Screech coming next? Diagonal. Okay, because then I can launch off that. Okay, that worked. That actually worked. that strategy was effective. Because yeah, there were like very, very faint telegraphs coming from the sides of the arena where Screech was going to fly in. We shall always remember the night. Yeah, we shall always remember the night. Oh, they finally made it all the way to the forest. When hope faltered. Oh, our poor little owl friend. I think they're still alive, though. I think. Some chose to remain in darkness. It did at least say we defeated Screech, so I think we're done with the boss fight. The Screech does still seem to be alive. Maybe they will, I don't know if they're going to get vaporized like the owl in the last game. Or if they're just going to leave and fly away. It remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. I still don't know what's with the extra set of legs that Screech has. They're very creepy, though. Aw. Now I feel sad. Yeah, now I feel sad. The game makes me fight a boss and then makes me feel bad about having fought the boss. Which is... I mean, I suppose that means that the game is effective at what it's... at the storytelling it's doing. Which it is something. Yeah, the poor Wisps. The poor owls. The poor everything in the forest in this game. They're really having a rough time of it. Yeah, they're definitely having a rough time of it at this point. Can I... Okay, I don't know if this is a cutscene or if the fact that I clicked a button did something. I'm not holding any buttons, and I'm still... Okay, now I think I have control. Because, yeah, the game still does not have the best differentiation between cutscenes and gameplay sections. I wonder if we're gonna... I think we might actually be finishing or beating the game here. I think that might be what's happening. Aw, we're like struggling so much to even like get over these tiny little ledges. I like all the little things showing up in the background. Like everybody we've met during the journey so far. Yeah, that's... Oh, we have the little owl feather in the wisp. Aw. Gonna let the owl feather float away. Float away, little owl feather. It is time, Ori. Aw. Time for what? Time for us to absorb the spirit light, I think. That's my guess, at least. Because the willow tree was saying it was like getting like reborn. There's something along those lines. Something along those lines. Yeah, that is... Oh, is our are we saving our owl friend? I like the facial expressions of the, like, I think it's the Gumo, the like black sphere over on the left side. I really like its facial expressions. we managed to save our owl friend. We managed to save our owl friend. It's a good one. And it seems like we might be like restoring life and energy to the forest potentially. Because, I mean, those Mokis still look sad, but they appear to be perking up a little bit. Aw, it's our owl friend. the owl friend Ku. It's all three of our friends, plus the Moki friends we've made. Oh, they're looking at where we were. Oh. Nope, something's growing. Something's definitely growing there. Aw. Now they look happy now. I embraced the light. Oh, have we been the narrator? Have we been the narrator? When my name was Ori. Okay, that is not the plot twist I was expecting. That I did not expect that one. We turned into a tree. It's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, Ori is now tree apparently. I was not expecting that. Oh, hey, look, our owl friend got bigger. They grew up. We are now a very big tree. I mean, I suppose trees do take a long time to grow. So that would explain why so much time seems to be passing. But yeah, I was not expecting us to both become a tree and have been the narrator of the game. That's, I mean, it makes sense. It's the good kind of plot twist where it makes perfect sense in hindsight, but I definitely did not see it coming. Oh, is that a fate? It's like faces on the tree. It was the will of the Wisps. Gotta love the name, or the game doing a name drop. That life began anew, or begin anew. I think there was a grammar bug, or like a grammar issue there. Oh well. Oh, it's a little... Oh, okay, did we just turn into a tree? Apparently that's completing the game. I know there's still some secrets and stuff that we haven't unlocked. Yeah, so much for all your movement abilities. Yeah. Does not appear to be... Yeah, trees are not particularly mobile, last I checked. Yeah, even the first thing that comes to like a mobile tree that I can think of would be the Ent, like the Ent creatures from Lord of the Rings. But they're not exactly mobile either, or highly mobile either. Yeah, that was... I know there's still some secrets and items that I haven't picked up yet that I kind of want to go pick up to try to like max out the health and energy and whatnot at the very least. But yeah, that is at least the credit roll. So my impressions of both the organs is that they're very, very pretty, and I do think Will of the Wisps was a bit better like platforming wise than the first game. I think the first game, the platforming wasn't quite as fully refined. But the movement system is super fun. I really like games is super fluid feeling and also lets you do a bunch of just movement jank to get things earlier or later and just move around. And this game definitely had a very good feeling movement system. It's one of the things that turns me off of games the fastest is the movement system. It's just like the moving around the game just feels bad. Is one of the things that turns me off from games pretty quickly, but I honestly didn't have that problem at any point here. And the Ori games have both been very fun. I do still need to go collect some of the just random collectibles I missed during the playthrough roll, or after the credits finish rolling here. But yeah, I also did not expect the games to have as many emotional gut punches as they did. Because yeah, I just don't expect games to actually be able to play with my emotions very much. I've seen enough different games and read enough stories. I read a lot of books, play a lot of games. It's hard for a game to actually like pull off plot twists and story moments that like actually get me feeling emotional. Which I do like. I do like it. And they were... The art style and music is also really fun. Yeah, the Ori games have very good music, very good art style. It's consistent, movement's fun, gameplay's fun. I think in both games there was only like one point when I was like... when I actually felt like confused on where to go as well. But it never felt like I was getting railroaded. The game never really felt like it was like railroading me along a specific path. It just did a very good job of guide. It's kind of how I describe it. Of just to work with to nudge me in the correct direction, but still letting me actually explore and find it myself. Production babies. Well, what does that mean in the credits? So sometimes I see just weird things in the credits. I'm like, what does that actually mean? But yeah. Very, very, very fun game, and I'm not going to end the stream right away because I still, like I said, I still have the couple of secrets I want to go track down. I do still have some secrets and stuff that I missed that I want to go track down. But hey, I at least know where the end of the game is now. And yeah, that's fun. Production babies are babies born by staff during production, you believe? That makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They spelled principal software engineer wrong. They used the wrong principal. At least according to standard job titles. I don't know why I picked up on that one of all the things in the credits. Yeah, the game, I guess, did take a while to get produced. I'm trying to think of more things to talk about during the credits sequence so that the credits can finish and I can go find the other collectibles I'm missing. These credits are fairly long. I do like the little silhouettes that it gives me in the credits here. They are quite nice looking. And definitely fit the games. But yeah. This is a very, very long credits sequence. And I don't think there's a... I mean, I suppose I can skip the credits, but I don't know if there's a cut... I don't know if there's a extra bit of story after the credits that skipping the credits also skips is the problem. Because I know games that I know there's lots of games that like to do that. Where they sneak something in after the credits for people who didn't skip the credits. But yeah, I think if I'd give the Ori... I have definitely enjoyed playing through both the Ori games. And I'm kind of sad it took me this long to actually think of playing them. And like to actually sit down and play through them. And this is like movie level credits. It really is. I could talk about how much I liked a game and what I liked and whatnot for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then the credits just kept going. Or the Wisps. Yeah. And I mean, I think we can... Because we're definitely missing stuff still. Because we're only at 78%, but we have all the abilities at least. Okay, it just drops me out right there. Okay, it also it actually shows me quite a few things on the map. I'm missing a number of things. And also a lot of quests. I don't know if I'm going to fully 100% the game, but I do at least want to pick up all the secrets I do still want to pick up more of the secrets that are hanging around. Because that feels like something that would be useful to have. Okay, so there's just an energy down here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's just hiding in the sand. Your maximum energy has been increased. How many spirit orb things do I have? 1,300. That's not a ton. Because I don't know where the other life and energy cells are. I don't know where the other life and energy cells are, and they are rather expensive. I think if I run through this area, I get a lot of ability cells. I'm trying to think of the fastest spot to just get ability points to unlock or to buy the map upgrades needed to tell me where I'm missing secrets. Because I legitimately don't know. I mean, if I knew where all the secrets were, they wouldn't be very good secrets now, would they? I suppose that is fair enough on the game. Yeah, that was a rather long credit sequence. I just remember that the first time I went through this area, I ended up with like about 1 billion ability points from all the gold buried in the sand. And I'm kind of wondering if I can pull that off again. I don't remember where most of it was, though. Just that it existed. Because, yeah, I just need ability points. Again, I think I have a lot of my abilities set up, or a lot of my... they're not... Is it shards? I think it's shards in this game. Set up in such a way to... Well, who's that hanging out over there? Set up in such a way to let me at least get more quickly from enemies. Gorlick Miner. Traveler, a word. Don't worry. I escaped the corruption that befell many of my kin, but there is one problem. You don't happen to have any water, do you? I fear my canteen broke in a fall. Not that I'm thirsty. We Gorlick are tough. I could survive in this desert for days. But a drink of fresh water now and then is good for the spirit. And my spirit is parched. I don't have anything for them, unfortunately. I can just get up places more quickly now. Or did I never buy a map of this area? Not sure whether spirits need water, but if you do, I'm sorry you'll have to look elsewhere. Some may think there's not much to chart in such a barren place, but sands shift all the time. I can make map after map after map. I need to buy all the maps also at some point. But it is eating into my funds. Buy all maps from Lupo. Okay, apparently I missed an entire room. I was gonna say, that map looks like it was pretty useless, but apparently I just missed an entire room somewhere. So maybe I was a little bit too harsh on the map, man. Maybe just a little bit. Oh, are you gonna bounce into the spikes? No? You're just gonna bounce around here? Because I'm pretty sure that all the map unlock upgrades cost, like, several thousand, at least. And are not exactly cheap. Okay, this is not where I need to go. Is it down through here? That is a tricky gap. Because you run right over the top of that. Yeah, you really do just run right over the top of that bit of sand. That is... Yeah, I would not have noticed that if I wasn't coming back over here because of the map. Okay, where do I need to go? I'm guessing there's something over here that I can pick up. Maybe a secret. Probably a secret. And or just some ability points. Please, game? that really is a rather secret little area. Okay, I mean, ability points. That's what I need to buy, or I need ability points to buy the maps to unlock the ability to see other spots I'm missing ability points. Ooh, and one of the missing life cell upgrades. I'm missing 2 of each. 2 energy upgrades, 2 life cell upgrades. That's at least where I'm currently at. And I'm not... The teleport animation in this game is so long. I'm not sure where they are. And the upgrades are not the cheapest things in the world either. But anywhere I get these gold, the gold does count as at least handful of ability points. Yeah, the gold does count as a handful of ability points anytime I see it. And this is kind of why I came to this area, to try to just get a bunch of ability points. Because we had like 8,000 the first time I finished coming through. Apparently there's a secret hiding here. I guess? Yeah, I guess that if I find the other one, then I don't need to buy that map. I think I'm missing something up there. That looks like I'm missing something right there. I'm not sure what, though. Please have it be the life, so I only need to buy the map of where the missing energy cells are. That would be very nice. Okay, I can take out these creatures for quite... Honestly, if I just let the spawner keep spawning, does it ever stop spawning? Because that could be a way to get a bunch of ability points quickly, is to head to one of these enemy spawners. And just stand there and just bash it for like 30 seconds. That is entirely possible. Yeah, currently just trying to get ability points so I can unlock, or so that I can purchase the maps for just remaining secrets. That is not the correct screen, but there is what looked like the pathway there. I'm gonna go check that out real quick. Because it was, I think, 2,000 and 3,000 for the map upgrades. I think it was 2,000 and 3,000 for the map upgrades. That at least feels like it's in the right pricing range to me, which not terrible, honestly. Yeah, honestly, not terrible. I just fell all the way down there. Suppose that makes sense, right? Those things are slightly kaboom. Yeah, the things that go slightly kaboom go kaboom. Okay, it is down and around through here. I don't necessarily need the plants. Oh, did I already? I might have already come up through here, and it's just showing up weird on the map. I think it's just showing up weird on the map. Because yeah, I already got whatever that item is. Just like quickly parse over the map and see if there's any areas that look overly gray. Because that probably means I missed something somewhere. But where is... Yeah, teleport animation is so long you don't use it to teleport just one room over? Yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah, map dude is... Apparently there's an ability cell down here that I missed. Just like an... Oh yeah, there is just an ability cell down there. Because map dude, actually I think was under the water. Though also, there's still 2 more... Now go, Spirit. Too long as the wheel waiting for the light's return. You pressure. There's still 2 things here that I'm not sure what they are either. Because yeah, the map dude, I think, lived under the water off to the right. Hey, look, it's a couple of free ability points. I will take every free ability point I can find right now. Because the map dude sells his maps for a lot of money. Because, yeah. Thank you for your assistance mapping the Silent Woods. Might not be my most accurate map, but it's definitely one of the most exciting. As a matter of fact, all maps are exciting. Still, few require the map maker to weather such peril. I've been making down some of my observations on these maps. Care to see? I don't need the Spirit Shards one, because I have all the Spirit Shards unlocked already. But I do need 5,000 in order to get the maps that tell me where I'm missing. Or just where I missed stuff. I'm gonna go grab that ability cell while I'm down here. Now, while I'm already in the area, because then I just don't need to run around constantly. A spring plant seed. I thought I saw. But I must have dropped one while fleeing the frost. Thank you, Spirit, for saving it. My family told me stories. That your kind once protected these lands where they call me stranger. Seems the stories were true. Welcome back, Spirit. May we both once again feel at home. Would I like to see what it can become? Oh. That's actually lots of upgrades. Could never quite... Yeah, lots of stuff. I mean, I suppose I can plant lots of things. Then let's get started. Lots of upgrades, apparently. I've been collecting these mysterious seeds and not realizing what to do with them, but apparently if I talk to this guy. I was worried this garden could never compare to the one I left behind. But seeing your cellar flowers prosper here, I know that I was wrong. Yeah, gotta keep the cartography business booming, and thanks for stopping by the stream, Alexander. I'd like to do some planting, yes. I have, I think, all 6 of them already. And I just never bothered to plant any of them. I think I unlocked a bunch of things, and I just never bothered to plant them. In my youth, I once sprinkled grass stalks on my brother in his sleep. I underestimated their stickiness. My poor mother spent hours trying to remove the tangles. That is a pretty funny prank, though. Then let's get started. Make this place a little more lively, it seems. I'm pretty sure I already got absolutely everything from the area, though. Have you ever seen a fire moth? Beautiful, glowing creatures. Can't resist light catchers. They fly from bud to bud, following the light. Would I like to do some planting? Absolutely. Ooh, okay. Let's get started. I think this is going to be some of the grapple plants now. Yeah, we're really just like making this area so much easier to get around. Like the moon's effect on the tide. These curious plants seem to have a strange pull to them. We'd always have a bouquet of them outside or a bouquet of them on the table, back in our little hut. My mother's favorite. Would you like to do some planting? I'm just kind of curious what these all are. I thought I'd say, so yeah, another seed. What's this one give me? Then let's get started. Planting something there. We're planting some of the, like, bounce pads. This explains why this area felt kind of empty movement-wise. But yeah. Oh, okay, those are apparently carnivorous. Hopefully they don't munch on me. This tree I couldn't sit. This tree will stand long after. This glade sheltered me after I had to abandon my old garden to the ice. But that garden was small and secluded. No one could enjoy its beauty but me. Now the glades shelter a new garden for all, and I finally feel at home. Thank you, spirit. Regrowing the glades. Ooh, there's just bounce pads everywhere. I want to know where that tree got planted. Because, okay, that gave me 1,000. I'll take 1,000. Yeah, I can absorb whatever light this is. And get some upgrade that I could have gotten way earlier as well. Attacks now deal 25% more damage. That's honestly still pretty good. Your kind left, and my trees fell slowly, one by one, to the decay. But you returned and found, yes, a home. Ah, safe soil for the last seed. Perhaps there is hope yet for new life. Perhaps the last seed will become the first tree. Aw. That's nice. Does this unlock the last two things here? Force is alive with news that the light is whole again. Yeah. New projects. Nope. Still unrevealed. I've beaten the game and I still can't get everything. Because I'm still just missing points. Wasn't there an ability cell there not that long ago? Just off to the, like, down right, like right there. Where did it go? I don't think I picked it up. I don't think I picked anything up there. But apparently I might have. Oop. Lots of creatures everywhere. I'm not sure I didn't take damage to those spikes that I just jumped right into. Because I definitely just jumped straight into a bunch of spikes and somehow didn't take damage. Okay, I deal a lot of damage, actually. I don't even need most of the upgrades. Okay, now it's showing on the map again. Was it just like did it just not want to show on the map that one particular instance for me? For whatever reason? Because yeah, gotta collect 5,000 ability points so I can figure out what I'm actually missing here. Okay, if I come up here, that's also a dead end. Okay, there's quite a few dead ends in this game. I do deal a pretty appreciable amount of damage, though. Turns out that if you complete side quests, you unlock stuff. Oh, I think if I hover up here and then... Oh, I can just launch up here now. There we go. Yeah, I either need 5,000 ability points to unlock the maps of secrets, or I need to find the last missing health upgrade. I wonder if it's there. And have like 2,000 or 3,000. Because either way will get me everything I need, or find the other two remaining energy upgrades, or both. Because I am currently trying to... No, I'm missing 2 and 2. I'm currently trying to collect all the secrets I'm missing. I'm missing 7 Gorlek ore, 2 energy cells, and 2 life cells. And I'm not sure where any of those actually are. Because I don't think any of them are showing on my map right now. Yeah, none of them are showing on my map right now. None of them. I wonder where they are. We'll figure it out. We will figure this out. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay, these creatures at least aren't too overly threatening anymore. Because I have a lot. I just have a lot of health. The creatures aren't super dangerous to me at this point. Okay, I should really be using my launch more. Okay, I need to go around to the left. I'm trying to get up to right there. Because I'm suspecting there is something up there of use. Okay, let's not keep launching into spikes everywhere. As much fun as the spikes are to launch into, they're not particularly helpful sometimes. Yeah, they're not always particularly helpful. And I'm just wondering if I'm missing something top right of this room. That is an energy cell. It's one of the ones we were missing. Yeah, the gray spots on the map also mean that I haven't been there. Just doesn't help me if I walked like right next to an energy cell and just didn't notice it at some point. Because that I don't see too many gray areas on the map. Yeah, I've been most spots. Is that a gray area to the like down? I guess more right than down right. I think that might be one, kind of to the right side here. That I just haven't been down that way yet. Yeah, I haven't been through here. Okay, that is one of the missing Gorlek ore. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, but it is something at least. I'm just trying to like parse through the map to figure out what I'm missing. Okay, I'm missing something. I'm missing a section of that map up there. Kind of like there's that giant gray section. There's a giant gray section up there that I'm missing stuff from. And I just need to... Is there something useful up there? I can navigate a lot more easily now that I have launch. Okay, there is a Gorlek ore that I missed. That's worth something. Because even if they're not all the most useful items, they are still items that I've been missing. And every secret that is no longer secret is one less undiscovered secret. I want to throw fire at you. Thank you. Somehow that did not break his shield. I do like having launch equipped still. Okay, I've already been through here. AI's failed to find an obscure commando game. The Ken Hurricane kick performing Rambo-like character from your child. What do we have all these data centers for? I'm not sure what we have all those data centers for. But that is also one heck of a description for a game. Yeah, that's certainly a descriptor of a game. Is there something up there? Okay, yes. It did show an ore on the map. I just don't know where it thinks the ore is. Oh, it's right there. Okay. That's more missing secrets. That's not the missing secrets I'm actively missing, though. Because, yeah, objective is find missing secrets. There's a pathway there to the right that I have not been through. I have not been through that pathway to the right yet. That is potentially a secret. Every secret is something that I potentially need. Okay, that's ability points at least. That gets me No, yeah, normally it should know it. It was a demo CD from the 90s. Yeah, normally you'd think it would be able to figure it out, but guess not. That is something. I've been up there. It's not... I don't think that's it. I'm kind of like looking for dead ends that I've missed or like parts of the map that are still gray in order to try to find the secrets I'm missing. Because, yeah, we have 4 missing Gorlek ore, 2 energy cells, and 2 life cells. That's at least what the game thinks I'm missing. And then lots of quests and whatnot. Because, yeah, there's still a number of things missing here. And I'm not seeing them on the map. And the map, in making it so I can see them on the map is expensive. It's very, very expensive to upgrade the map to show the missing secrets. Okay, why do I like jingle when I'm dashing through the sand? It's kind of curious to me, at least. Okay, can I get up here? I mean, the answer is I can get anywhere in the game at this point because I have all the abilities. It's just a question of how do I get to some of these places? What? Because it's like, what am I missing? If I get 5,000 energy cells, though, that will help. Yeah, 5,000 or 5,000 energy points will at least let me purchase stuff for the map to show me where the missing ability cells are. Or not the missing ability cells, the missing energy cells and whatnot. And the gold in this area does give me a lot of capacity to buy stuff. Okay, come on. It's the same nest that I keep running into. Because, yeah, there's not a great way that I've found, at least, to quickly get large quantities of just ability points. Which does make it a little bit tricky. Just a little. Because I can I just know that this area is one of the faster ways. But if they're just gonna dash into spikes, I mean that works. I'm not gonna complain about the enemies taking themselves out for me. Okay, where am I? Okay. Oh, it does also tell me a percentage completion for each area. I think that helps. That means that I'm definitely missing something somewhere. So I don't know if that includes quests with items that I have not found yet in that completion percentage. I'm guessing it very well might. Do I ever catch myself being mad at AI in reverse? Like reverse AI psychosis? I don't use a ton of AI to really get mad at it, personally. Because I'm not a huge fan of some of the just finer details of how generative AI was built. Notably, how they acquired a lot of their content for training and just other training data. It's pretty well documented that I don't always get along with AI, though. Yeah, I do definitely notice that people get mad at their AIs sometimes. Is there anything useful over here that I've potentially been missing? I mean, there's something over here. Okay, can I just launch myself up? Please, game? Just let me launch myself up. Okay, I already got that. Yeah, what am I missing? Where am I missing things? And a lot of the quest markers aren't exactly the most useful, because that's who gave me the hat and not where I need to take the hat. And that's just a generic thing. Is that a room I haven't been to up there? Up right, from here. I think that might be a room I haven't been to the top right direction from this spot. Because it looks gray on the map right there, and there's also an ability cell up there that I can possibly get. Okay, I haven't been up here. Ooh, that is one of the missing life cells. You completed a life cell. Your maximum life has been increased. I'm still missing one. Yeah, old Roman emperors used to go mad because all this people around them just agreed with everything. Yeah. I suppose that is... Yeah, we all are basically, if we want a yes man, can just get one for free on the internet. Okay, I can climb up here. I'm pretty sure that there was an ability cell up the wall here somewhere. Yeah, there was some ability points up here. That gives me not enough to fully purchase everything I need, but that lets me purchase... I'm going to purchase the energy cell map first, because I'm missing more energy cells than life cells, and we might run into the last life cells we're missing while collecting the missing energy cells. That is at least that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Because these are expensive. Yeah, the maps reveal the secrets are understandably quite expensive to buy. And because they're, I think, pretty based towards just needing them for completionist reasons more so than anything. I would never have found that one. Because yeah, it's at least marked the 1, 2... Yeah, 1, 2... I think those are the 2 that I'm missing. Yeah, because I think I'm only missing 2. Yeah, I would never have found that. These are quite hidden. And then it's 3,000 for the next map, and I'm halfway there. And I get a lot of ability cells or ability points by just bashing up random enemies hanging out around the areas that I'm running through. Because I get a lot of ability. I get a lot of ability points for just getting stuff done. Okay, I gotta figure out where or how to get to the energy cell in this room, though. That is still a puzzle. Yeah, that is still a puzzle to solve. Okay, there we go. I can take out the enemies pretty quickly as well. that does help quite a bit. Because the map says it's not here. Oh, is it from the spirit trial? Is that what it is? Do the spirit trial offer as the reward? It might. It might be doing that. Though I have the abilities to actually complete all the abilities, so I can actually complete the spirit trials somewhat reliably if needed. Because yeah, this one, that's the end point. Yeah, that's the end point of the spirit trial. And the start point is, oh, just over there. What is making this one a challenge? No, wait, that's not the start point. The start point's way off to the left. I'm getting my map symbols mixed up. Yeah, I'm definitely getting my map symbols mixed up a little bit, which is moderately unfortunate because I see it here. No, this one just gives ability points, which I suppose kind of helps because that could, if I need the ability points, that enemy just like walked straight into a bunch of spikes. Yeah. Even though locals would know, the AI data centers do seem to be being built without locals liking them or agreeing to them, and just the politicians are getting paid off, basically. Yeah. And then, yeah, because we don't have a ton of capacity. Yeah, we don't have a ton of power capacity to handle some of these data centers either. It's part of the challenge. Is there like a secret somewhere around here that I'm missing? Because I'm close-ish. Yeah, I'm close-ish to whatever, or however I get the energy cell is possibly around here. Possibly from the other side. I like that the fact that I know where the energy cell is isn't actually helping me figure out how to get to it at this point. But yeah. I'm wondering if it might be coming in from this side, like looping down and around. And I do still need the extra ability points. I'm wondering if I'm just like missing something coming in from this angle. That like is like a secret in the pathway through the wall, potentially. Because I see the ability, or I see the energy cell on the map. Yeah, most of them are pretty easy to find. A couple of them are not so easy to find. Is it up here? Where is it? Because yeah, I don't think I can sneak through this side either. How do I get that ability cell? I'm actually like legitimately stumped. If townships are power efficient, from what you heard, just because it doesn't radiate heat, that does. Yeah, that would track. Yeah. If you're using light for your... If you're using light instead of electricity, it's a bit less likely to escape. Granted, light is still a type of energy. But yeah. Yeah, I see the ability cell. I'm legitimately stumped on how to get to it. Because that is... not obvious. I've checked every side of where it says the ability cell is, and I don't see a secret pathway anywhere. Yeah, I don't see a secret pathway anywhere where it's saying there's supposedly a secret pathway. Or some other... Some secret of some variety. Is it like down here? No. Not down there. Is it down here? Is it... Does it have something to do with this rock that's moving? Maybe? I can hit it with a hammer. Yeah, I can hit the rock with a hammer. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I'm gonna keep a note of that rock being a thing that exists, in case that's what I need. In case that's like the secret I'm missing. Does it have something to do with that eyeball up there? I'm guessing it might have something to do with one of these eyeballs that I can shoot with that laser. Okay, I don't need that up. Okay, oh. That is not obvious at all. You completed an energy cell. Why is it showing me 19? Okay, there was another one somewhere. Where was it? It was over in this area. I think the fastest way for me to get to that area is to warp here and then exit. Because I'm missing one off to the right side. Yeah, I definitely was not ever going to find that one without having it marked on my map. Because so many of these are, like, not obvious locations. Okay, then there's also supposedly an energy cell over here somewhere. Okay, that one's just hiding inside the wall. Collect one more to increase my maximum energy. But that's not... But there's not on the map. I didn't see another energy cell marked on the map. Yeah, I didn't see another energy cell marked on the map anywhere. Is it the reward from one of the spirit races somewhere? I don't know how to, like, see the rewards of them before I run out to every single one to check them. Yeah, I'm not seeing another spirit cell or another energy cell on the map. Which just has me concerned. I suppose there's a pretty easy spirit trial over here. Or at least easier than it should be because I have launch at this point. I can just launch my way up like that. Because I think the start is in this room, in that the intended pathway has you going the long way around. I think the intended pathway has me going the long way around, and I just don't want to do that. And I want to just trigger it, and then just basically skip my way up using launch. Press X to run a spirit trial. Assuming it lets me launch here. Because I know where the goal is. Oh, it doesn't let me launch. Oh, that's okay. It does not let me launch, which means I'm definitely lost this spirit trial. Okay, I was kind of expecting to be able to use my abilities, but it appears that it just cancels them. Because I was hoping I'd be able to use my launch ability to basically shortcut the entire spirit trial, but apparently the devs thought of that one. Dang, devs being halfway competent at stopping me from cheesing their puzzles and challenges. Gosh darn it. I really wanted to be able to cheese that one for the ability cell points it was going to give me. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, I was just blind. I see the missing energy cell on the map now. That's what I needed. Okay, it is down this way. Yeah, I paid to mark them on the map. And I was very concerned when I was not seeing the one I was missing. I've been playing Linux app manager games lately. Interesting. Yeah, Linux free games are charming. There's a couple of guys who put together a lot of those games as kind of just for fun. The just assorted Linux, like, free games. Okay, the energy cell is somewhere just to the left. But how do I get there? Because, yeah, it looks like it's showing it just to the left-hand side of the wall here? Oh, there's a breakable wall. I'm betting I picked it up right there when I broke through the wall. And that I'm going to stand here. You completed an energy cell. That is actually the last energy cell. I'm like 95% certain. Yeah. 20 out of 20 energy cells completed. That is my goal, is to complete my energy and health cells at the very minimum. I now need 1,000 more ability points in order to purchase the location of the missing health upgrades. Which is not the cheapest set of upgrades ever. Though I suppose it does help that I can just swim through the water and get some for free down here. Because this is more entertaining than just running through the sand area again, to just have a little bit more variety. Did that plant glitch out when it was spawning? I feel like that plant just glitched out when it spawned there, right there. Because, yeah, that felt like it kind of, like, showed up and then, like, vanished after it showed up. Just a little bit to me. Oh, shoot. Got squished. Yeah, we're getting... We're making progress, at least. But there are... It's a rather large map, and there's a lot of stuff that's apparently very well hidden. Yeah, there's apparently a lot of stuff that's just very well hidden here. Just tucked in different corners of the map. I think the fastest way to get the other 1,000 ability points I need, though, is probably to just run through this area. Because I can get a decent number of ability points by just running through the sand area because of all the just enemies and all the gold that's hiding in the ground. Because the gold is worth quite a bit in terms of just ability points. And there's quite a lot of it here. Because I only need to get up to like 3,000 worth and not like an infinite amount. Because 3,000 will at least... I don't need the 4,000 price map because I already completed all the shards. I just need the 3,000 map for the life, for the healing charges. Which is 3,000 then 4,000. I gotta remember that numbers exist. I sometimes forget that numbers are a thing that exists, that I can count up. Addition is hard. Okay, is there... Where am I? I mean, I can take out the enemies for a couple of ability points, but the gold is worth way more if I can pull it off, or if I can find more. And I know there's a couple of spots that have a rather large quantity of the gold hidden in the sand. I think there was one or two of them were up and around the spawner up here. Okay, there's some down here that is 2,300. It's not 4,000 yet. Yeah, I want... Or not 4,000, 3,000 yet. Okay, there's some over here. It's just trying to get... Trying to get the ability points as quickly as I can, at least. Because I need 3,000 ability points in order to purchase the map of what life cell I'm missing. because I legitimately have no clue where it is. Yeah, I legitimately have no clue where I'm missing just a life cell other than somewhere in the entire game. It's somewhere in the entire game, and I just don't know where. And this is just happens to be the fastest spot I can think of to quickly farm up some ability points. Can I just break you out of your shell from below? Yes, I can. That is not worth the time it took for me to fight him. I need to get all of the gold as pickups. It's kind of what I'm trying to do. This snail is not worth it, but with how many times I just missed, that almost makes it worth it just for the revenge factor. Okay, that is... We're getting there. 2,500 out of 3,000. Because yeah, this area does give you quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit of money at least. Can I warp from this area to this area to refresh the items? Maybe. Because I like walk right over here, and then I just warp all of 6 inches. Does the game not want to let me do that? If the game's not even going to let me warp that distance. Apparently, if you're standing too close to the warp point, you can't warp. You can't warp it. Because, yeah. Need 3,000 energy or ability points to purchase the map required to tell me what I am missing. Oh, they're on a timer-based respawn and not a warp-based respawn. Okay, that makes it a little bit harder to get as much money as I need. I suppose if I just keep running away, it will eventually respawn them. Because yeah, it's not that I need a endless amounts of ability points. Just that this area is fast to get a quantity of them. Okay, no, some of it did respawn there. Okay, oh god. So some of these creatures are a little bit harder to take out. Okay, that is... Oh, we're getting there. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. Yeah, if I just keep fighting enemies also, I will get a bunch of ability points also. And I've kind of expected the entire game that that there's a major factor of just needing to be able to get lots of the ability points to purchase lots of stuff for completion's sake. Which is it something down here? It is not something over there. Okay, that gives me a couple of ability points. Yeah, just running around this area seems to be the fastest way for me to get up to the 3,000 I need. We're not that far off anymore. Yeah, we're not that far off. The best usage of AI is to reconstruct all the bloating apps into efficient versions of themselves. The problem is that AI is not going to debloat the app. and I say this as somebody whose job it is software engineering stuff. AI is not really great at debloating apps. It's great at making them even more broken and bloated. Oh, apparently there's an entire little mini room down here. I think I already been through there though, so it's not super useful for me to have found that. Or re-found that. I've already been down there. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that many more ability points, game. But it really does not want to give me a easy way to quickly get lots of ability points. Did any of these respawn? The enemies respawned at least. And the enemies respawned at least, which... 27... Okay, the gold respawned. Okay, yeah, I think if I just keep running in a loop here, I'm gonna eventually get up to the 8,000 I'm looking for. Not the 8,000. 8 and 3 are not the same number. I only need 3,000. Yeah, I only need 3,000 ability point. Be one of the fastest ways to get them is to just let this spawner keep spawning stuff. Yeah, just let the spawner keep spawning enemies, because they give me a decent. They give me a couple each. Maybe not. That's still not the fastest in the world. Still not the fastest in the world, at least. I feel like there's a known spot in the community for oh, if you need a bunch of ability points fast, go here, and I just don't know it. Because it really does feel like that would be something that would exist. Oh, I ran out of health. Yeah, how come aren't common bloatful practices known? Yeah, common bloatful programming practices are a very well-known thing, but AIs... The thing that people don't realize about LLMs is that they don't think, they average. They basically spit out the average of not great code. So what they actually output, if you try to get them to debloat your code, winds up following a lot of very bad programming practices. Replacing them with a lot of very bad programming practices. They might be different bad ones than the ones they had originally, but it's not going to be an improvement. It's going to just be a different type of wrong, or a different type of bloated. And there's not really a great way to get AI to stop spitting out the weird garbage, just due to the fundamental architecture of how LLMs are actually... how they actually work. And it's not something that most people quite realize. Because they're very good at sounding smart. I don't need that many more ability points. Ooh, this might be enough. 10 short. 10 short of the 3,000 I need. Yeah, that's not... I don't need that many. Yeah, I really don't need that many more ability points. I need, any enemy. Any enemy will give me enough. Any piece of gold will give me enough. And apparently I just can't find anything. Because I really want to complete my health upgrades. I'm just going to run around. I'm just going to start running until I find an enemy that'll give me 10 ability points. There should be something over here, right? Those guys give me ability points when they die? They do, but not 10. 2,999 out of 3,000. That was... while funny. While quite amusing. But yeah. Like I was saying, LLMs spit out the average we're trained off of, and that means that they spit out fairly questionable code a lot of the time. Which just does not solve problems and does not debloat. And also there's just a lot of very small, subtle bugs that are almost impossible to track down. Thank you for assistance mapping the Silent Woods. He has the same text every single time. Yeah, this should tell me what life cell I am missing. Okay, there's one down there that I'm missing. I'm pretty sure I'm only missing one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm only missing one life cell, and I'm not missing 100, and I'm not missing a bunch. 'Cause I think we're pretty close there. I think it's pretty close. Because yeah, my goal is to just get all the life cells right now. now that we've purchased the map. And now that we've purchased the map, I want to get all the life cells from around the map. I think it is... I'm gonna guess if I come at it from the left side, it will be somewhat more effective than coming at it from the right side. Because I'm guessing it's... Okay, it's just behind that wall. Oh no, there is one more somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I can kind of see that on the map. I think the fastest way is to warp to this one, exit, fall down, and then run to the right. I think that's the fastest exit point, or fastest route out of here. Yeah, I think that's the fastest route, at least down to where that life cell is. Because so close. So close to having all the life upgrades and energy upgrades. We already have all the energy upgrades. But so close to having all of those permanent upgrades. Okay, it is up here somewhere. Oh, I think I see it. I think it is if I come up here and then launch up and then go left. Yeah, there we go. Your maximum life has been increased. Max out your life. It's pretty good. I think that is highly successful. And there's still a lot of stuff in the game that I'm missing between, like, spirit trials and... Yeah, between spirit trials and whatnot, there is still a lot of stuff I'm missing. But I have the game again now that I have all my energy and health maxed out. Yeah, I think I want to go trigger the ending of the game. One more time. Just because it feels like a good way to wrap it up. It's just wrap up with another run of the final boss. Because I don't need the cutscenes. I don't need the cutscenes so much as I do Spirit Willow. I don't need the cutscene. I just want the very energetic bird. Now that I deal quite a bit more damage than I did previously. Yeah, I deal 25% more damage than I did last time I did the fight also. Which probably makes it go even faster. I do like how Will of the Wisps ends with a boss fight instead of Blind Forest just doing an escape sequence. I know how to read that attack coming at me and about to smack me in the face. It's really not a surprise. I do need to play a little bit carefully still, though. Yeah, I do still need to be a little bit careful with how I play the boss fight, because I have a lot of healing, I don't have unlimited healing. Yeah, I don't have unlimited healing. Okay, ooh, I managed to dodge it that time. Okay, I can bash them up in the sky. Then we have an escape sequence where I need to run off to the... I believe the right side. Yeah, I believe that I need to run to the right now. Yeah, just gotta actually run over here. Don't fall into the evil goop stuff, or the evil... It's more of miasma than goop, feels like. But don't fall into it. Because, yeah, eventually there's going to be a... energy Yeah, eventually there's going to be a energy crystal, and this is the new arena. With a, honestly, rather fun boss fight. Okay, it's not... Okay, that one... Okay, I need them to be in the arena for me to be able to attack them. And I need to be able to attack in order to heal. But they really do not want to stand somewhere where I can attack them. I suppose that makes sense. I do suppose that is logical to not stand where you're actively getting attacked. As doom rains from the sky here. Oh yeah, that one's okay. I can bash them in the face when they're doing this attack also. Which every little bit of I do want to try to keep my health as full as possible, though still, because oh gosh, that is a lot of energy, or that is a lot of stuff raining out of the 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I do like that attack. I am very bad at dodging that. I dodged that one successfully. I'll take dodging that one successfully. Okay, I want to heal when I have the chance. Okay, air. Yeah, that would be... Oh gosh. That's a little bit terrifying still. Yeah, Screech is a little bit terrifying. Okay, are you gonna just run to the background again? You are just gonna run to the background again. I want to keep my health up. Okay, that is definitely a phase transition. 1, 2, okay, come on. Come on. Oh gosh. I'm gonna be good. That is a... Fall all the way down to the miasma there. Not particularly the most effective strategy. But falling into Doomsday Goop is not great for long-term survival rates. Okay, now I can focus a little bit on staying alive in this phase. If Screech will stop just going haywire, at least. Okay, I fully just needed to recover right there. Okay, because Screech is... I had nothing I could bounce off of. Yeah, I didn't get anything I could bounce off of right there. Which is somewhat unfortunate. I wonder if, because I can't heal at this point, ability might be useful over the heal on my top action, but I'm not going to remember that it's bound to that action. Oh gosh, I need to climb. I need to be not that close to the bottom of the screen. Okay, being that close to the bottom of the screen is not effective. Okay, that at least gets me... Okay, where are you? Yeah, because it feels like keeping my stuff active. Yeah, it feels like keeping my stuff active so that I can read the arena, because it kind of gives me a little bit of a pause. Does help quite a bit. Yeah, it does help quite a bit there. We shall always remember the night. And then I am going to skip the 6.5 minute credit scene. When hope faltered. But yeah, fighting the final boss just feels like a good way to end off the stream, though. Some chose to remain in darkness. Yeah, they're gonna be. The game does make me feel slightly bad about it. What I did, but not terrible. Yeah, Screech can go fly off somewhere, and then continue to do whatever Screech is gonna go do. I'm not really sure what Screech is gonna go do here. They're kind of still not sure what Screech is. Kind of like in, I think they're supposed to be at least based off of an owl. I feel like they're supposed to at least be based off of an owl, which is more than I can say a lot of the time. Yeah, and then we become, where we get to do the rebirth thing that. But yeah, we get to go become tree now. Once again, become the tree, and just slowly wander after that. Okay, I do need to actually interact with this cutscene. That's what I was wondering. Because it is... We do not have a lot of energy right here. Energy. Which is somewhat unfortunate. Well, we will get there, though. One step at a time. We will make it. It's never... We get there. Slowly. Slowly, and... Yeah. And then we get to pick up the light and become tree. I'm honestly surprised that the auto captions got that one correct. Because the not always the best. It is time, Ori. Yep, we get to... We get to become the guardian of the Wisps. But yeah. We get to save the forest. Which is... It's honestly nice to be saving the forest for once instead of destroying things like seems to happen in most games. Most games, or a lot of the games I play, seem to wind up with us being the cause of something being destroyed instead of just saving stuff, so it's a nice little change. It's definitely a nice little change. Because, yeah, we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Yeah. Well, one little bit at a time. Okay. Aw. They're all so sad. Fully survive? Not fully survive, at least. But we have become... We've been reborn as a tree. And the narrator. I embraced the light. The light. And then we grow up as a big, strong tree. When my name was Ori. I mean, I guess it means we get to live for a very long time as well. Given we are a tree. Oh, the owl's getting bigger. I didn't notice that Ku's getting bigger there. Then, yep. Trees do take a long time to grow. Apparently the owls in the Ori universe also take a long time to grow. Because they're growing at the same rate as the tree. And then we help, I feel really bad that I can't remember their name up onto the tree. Or they get helped up onto the tree. I feel really bad that I cannot remember their name at this point. But we get to watch over and protect the forest now. That's a happy ending for the game. So sometimes you need a happy ending. Not every ending needs to be. I still like I like the little faces in the tree of our friends from throughout the game. It really does. That life began anew. The will of the wisp, that life began anew. It really is nice that you get like the little faces in the tree. And then I'm guessing that leaf becomes another Ori. But yeah. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Very, very, very fun game. I have greatly enjoyed both the Ori games. They're both very fun games. And I'm definitely glad I played both of them. But I do think I'm gonna call the stream for the day here. And because we beat the game. And yeah. Just want to say thank you so much for stopping by the stream, everybody. Hope you had an absolutely wonderful time. There will be Silk Song tomorrow. And then Silk Song, Hollow Knight Randomizer, and probably a new game. Ender Magnolia probably next week. And yeah, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.